live. We'll do it live, guys. We'll do it live. Welcome to Dithra. It's episode tres of Dithra 1001 Shards. So we're here today with me, G and Val, John, and Young Money Cash Money Jay. Honey Bear will not be here today. She's living La Vida Loca right now. Wish her well. She's on work vacay, something like that.
She's in Vegas. I don't know what she's doing. It's got to stay there.
Time.
Whatever she's doing is staying there.
It's a good time out of long time, ladies and gentlemen. If
Hey,
you know, you know.
Sometimes you just got to go to Vegas, you know? Like, what are you gonna do?
I'd love to do a fashion work, but anyway, I really she'll be back on not this week because she'll still be in Vegas, so she's really doing it big. So wish her luck there and safe travels. But on the week of the 3rd, she'll be here. So look forward to that.
Kathleen, if you're watching this, Black 32, just Black 32 every bet.
Yes, absolutely. Even in blackjack.
They're like, sir, what are you saying, Black 32?
Just put it on Black 32. I'll punch you. But a little bit of a recap here. So our 3 party members here, people. Let's start out with Gon. Gon decided that he was going to continue to sell in traffic Tashimi mushroom cocaine to continue to process that while you had Alistair continuing on his Harvest Moon lifestyle, farmersonly.com, working on the farm, trying to get goods and services to where it needed to be, going to the market, getting stuff, coming back after meeting Gon there and say, hey, oh, you're in the market, I'm in the market, let's go back and talk to this guy. And as they met up after getting to the market in the session, going back to the farm, Garen's farm, they met with hostility with the first combat of the campaign, I guess. They fought some goblins, and lo and behold, they didn't die. Fucking clap for that. That was fucking great. I was surprised. I really was. I was like, yo, they might die. Listen, bro, this isn't fair. I was like, oh no, I'll be fine. Fuck it. So
we know our tactics.
Hey guys, listen. They pulled it through. Could they have died? Yes. Did they die?
We did it with style. We came in there.
Yeah, you were balling. Yeah, I mean, they tried to attack you and missed. So yeah, it was good shit. So without armor.
No armor. We need to fix that.
Yeah, with no armor at all. It was like, yeah, these guys are brave. But they did level up from that. You had a Unagi, which I remember her name. Got him. There you go. I practiced a little bit. Unagi decided that she wanted the more passive route of power because she only has 2 HP. She decided to do the oldest profession in the book. If you know, you know.
And she has a legitimate job too. That's her after hours job. That's her second job.
She's just
that's her only
moonlighting, man. She's moonlighting.
Yeah.
Yes, the only like fun of I gotta get a picture of my OnlyFans. Hold on, I'm gonna pop it up here. And so she's basically a gym guard and an OnlyFans model part time in Dithra. So after being positioned by Rodrigo after trying to essentially horror movie stab Gon after him bumping into her. Remember that shit was hilarious. She's looking at you like you were a horror movie. Like,
she's all, excuse me. He's like, watch where you're standing, and just kept moving. Like,
you activated my trap card. I'm gonna sell boss until I find where you live and kill you slowly, which is crazy if you think about it.
No, yeah, she's crazy.
No, that's crazy as shit. It's like
she's crazy.
I'm going to. I mean, but she got some going out of it though. And with that, we left off there with Alistair leaving the temple and trying to go back to the Windy Hawk and getting almost assassinated by some clown-like gang members. I promise you, they're not part of the ICP gang. They are they're not juggalos. They are indeed Nair, which is the name of their clan, and they wear jester-like clothing. They do not paint their face, so ICP don't sue me. So we will start there. So, Alistair, you almost got assassinated.
I did.
All right. the guy that was assassinating you pulled away after you were pulled back into the temple from being assassinated.
Yep.
What would you like to do? You're inside of the temple now. It is nighttime. It is dark.
So I'm gonna turn to. Was it one of the guards or was it
one of the guards? It was one of the guards that
one
was
of the
out
guards.
sitting watch.
So I'll turn. Was it the Westerner or the Southerner?
The Westerner, because he
Okay.
cared more.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn to the Westerner. Thank you, brother.
That
was freaky. That was freaky. Who was that? What the hell is that?
It's a damn clown. They go around in jester clothing and try to kill people for some dark god or dark ritual or something like that. I say stay away, brother.
I agree. And he's gonna sort of just kind of look out the door just to touch, like, it's getting a little dark, and after that, I don't really want to go back out there. Is there any way? And he'll pull 5 copper out of his pouch.
That donation will be acceptable. And he will take the copper piece and says, "Let me show you to the apostate court, apostle, not apostate. That's fucking heretic. Disciple, not disciple. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Acolyte.
Acolyte.
The quarter. Yep.
You get a fucking inspiration. It's not even exist in this game. You get inspiration. Fuck
All
it.
right, I'll take it. Home rules. We added it right now.
We added it now. It's a real thing. Oscillate. So he says, everything that oscillate quarters. Clearly, you're not associated with the clown. So that's our main, worry. So they would
no, and he's visibly kind of like shaking just a touch.
Yeah, he says, "Don't worry. They tend to not kill the same person twice, but it is a lot of them, so they still might try to kill you, just not the same one."
Okay.
All right, he leads you down to the basement, and you see that there is bunk beds stacked 3 high.
And they pull out the gimp.
It's like, why are these clothes wet in certain spots? But you see that there are several rows of beds stacked 3 high in a bunk bed style fashion, or like a military style fashion. They motion you over to a cleared bunk. It looks very clean. You don't see that there are no signs of bug beds or anything like that. It isn't the most comfortable bed, as it definitely looks like some hay that's kind of got filled and covered in cloth, and a straw pillow as well. But it says, "This will hold you for the night." And thank you for your donation. He bows.
Thank you. Any chance for just like a piece of bread or something too? I haven't had a lot to eat since.
Oh, absolutely.
Breakfast.
Your donation was appreciated. He would go up, and you feel definitely your donation was a little bit more than what a Acolyte bunk bed would probably be worth. So it goes upstairs, comes back down with a nice apple and a bit of hard toast.
Perfect. Thank you. And he'll greedily start eating it. Because since he literally has not eaten anything since breakfast.
That makes sense. It's probably like 7, 8 now.
Yeah.
It's a long time. Yeah.
What are the name of those dark? I know you said it above table in the opening, but
in character. He looks and says, "They are the Nahari or Nair, depending on where you're from. They are some strange clown people that dress like jesters and kill people in the dead of night. They're strange. They're weird. No one's ever found their base, so we don't think it's in the city. But if I find it, I'll kill every one of those damn clowns."
They gotta be. It has to be close. Do they come out every night, or is it just random?
Well, people tend to die every day in Zahaji, so people don't really know if the clowns are just killing them or just people just dying because of random scuffles. So we're not sure if it's every night, but we think it's every night.
Well, that means they got to be close. I mean, they want this thing built into a city. Don't you think the guards should be keeping better watch of this place? Like, well, okay, wait, they are Southerners. I get it.
I tell you this as a Westerner here. I'm not getting paid enough to chase out the fucking clowns in the dark.
No, that's why I'm saying the guards at the and he kind of points back up to the corner where they get off the boat. They get big guardhouse over there. Like, they're the ones doing it. They're the ones that brought us all here, want us to grow this city, right?
Well, between you and me, I don't think those Southerners care about anybody else except Southerners. So I've never seen a Southerners die to no damn clown, just everybody else. So I say fuck them. And he spits on the ground.
I'm not gonna disagree with that. Hey, is there any So I've been working with Garen at the farm.
Garen's a good man.
Yeah, I don't know if you. So he was he was attacked by goblins today.
I've heard actually. I heard he was in some critical condition.
Yeah, I think we think he's gonna make it from the sound of it. But yeah, he kind of got hit hard. Does that kind of thing happen often as well?
Well, goblins are shit-eating dickheads, but they don't usually attack the city, but they do attack farms and homesteads out there outside of the city's protection or sphere protection. So it is quite common actually, where goblins will kill a cow and drag it off, but usually they don't go out there and just go and attack a full farm unless they're in a full force. Was it more than one? Usually only a couple.
It was I believe it was almost 9 of them. 8.
You see his eyes go wide and says, 9 goblins were able to get together and actually not kill each other?
Yeah, it was interesting, wasn't it? Do I know anything about goblins from?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Goblins exist on every single part of Dithra and all different kind of shapes and sizes. So one of the myths above table here about goblins are like these rapists, air quotations. Goblins see anyone else besides goblins as extremely ugly and stupid. And they only kind of mess with their own. So they tend to just kill people, take their stuff, and then just run away. Every single goblin, almost similar to like bees, goblin females are exceptionally rare. And those that are indeed, and this is just common knowledge. This is what I'm telling you. It's common knowledge. Female goblins are exceptionally rare, and those that are born tend to be coveted, and wars are fought over them between goblin clans to accumulate the most females to make more goblins to expand their clan space.
See, I mean, it was weird having 8, 9 come to one place at a time. It was they most of them went right after Garen. I don't know what is there something on his land? Is that a popular area down there? I mean, I don't know much about this island. I've only been here for a couple days now.
He looks and says, "I don't know. I don't get out of the city much to know. I know he's a good Westerner, and a good man, but I've never been to his actual farm before. But I heard he treated those that work there pretty well. That's what I know.
He treated me well right off the get go. I'm not gonna lie about that. Well, anyway, I appreciate the bed, the food, the saving my life to first and foremost. If there's anything else I can do to help the temple,
well, if you're at it, of course. I mean, by all means. I have a couple things here. Roll me a wisdom check as he says this.
Okay. 22.
You feel as if he's about to give you a long list of mundane tasks that are definitely his tasks that he definitely does not want to complete, and is trying to take your generosity for granted. As he hands you a mop bucket, a broom, a dustpan, a duster.
I'll tell you what, I will do a quick sweep of the floor here, in the garrison and the sleeping quarters, and then I gotta hit the hay because I gotta try and get back to the farm early in the morning. I got a couple of animals to train. We gotta get
Denise. Yes, of course. And if you ever have some time in the morning. If you ever have some time before you leave, there's plenty of tasks. You can help out and further the fallen god and his mission. He's definitely trying to get you to do all this tasks.
Yeah, yeah. It's perfect, brother. I appreciate the help. I'll just sweep this room up here quick, and then then I'm gonna hit the hay. I got an early morning sunrise and all.
He looks at you and nods as you presumably sweep the floor.
Sweep the floor, and then he's passing out because from
roll a floor check. You sweep the floor. You sweep the floor to the best of your ability, and the floor is swept. adequately, and you pass out. And now we cut to Gone. Gone. Last time we spoke, you were cutting up sashimi mushrooms as you snuck past, as you entered into the Filthy Seal. After you seen Rodrigo proposition a female you seen that you bumped through in for some kind of into the oldest profession of humankind. So you are back there naked with like the classic cooking apron on, cutting up sashimi mushrooms. All right.
As he's cutting up these mushrooms and processing it, what kind of chatter? Because I'm sure there's a whole room full of
100% of chatter.
Just kind of keeping to himself, but just listening. Any rumors or anything going on?
It's a full house tonight. You see that as soon as mentioned that there's a new girl working tonight, word is spread. You see Rodrigo said, call the boys, tell them we got a new girl working tonight. Spread people that may have not come here have actually come, and she's popular.
People literally coming out the woodwork.
That's
they're
coming,
wood,
big fella.
And they're going.
That's the kind of wood, big fella. Morning.
Gun. He doesn't pay attention to that. The thing that's going in his mind as he's kind of toiling away at his work is this job. He's really focused on this protecting the shipment from the Nari that he was given from Rodrigo, and he's thinking about the logistics.
Well, you would have seen the dock before because you came here from the docks, right? So I'm just gonna bring you over to the map. Let me just make sure that nothing on the map that I'm trying to send you over to.
And you're gonna have to refresh my memory. You may have said it. Were there more men on this job, or is it just a one man?
No, it's definitely men. It's definitely more than one man. You know that the guards are also involved as well, and they are there to also make sure the shipment gets to where it needs to go. So there's some crooked guards as well, that are there to ensure that you. Let me bring you over here, and this is just kind of what you would know, and he'll also give you the labels that bring you over here. Let me know if you see anything.
Let me zoom out a bit.
Right here. So, the ship docks are like around here. So that's where all the ships kind of come. This is kind of the area which you're going to be at. So this is kind of the beach, and then leading up to that is cobblestone. And these are some of the dock houses and administrative buildings that relate to the docks in this area here.
Yeah. Okay. Thinking about the job and just kind of, there's a bit of excitement. Gon is kind of an adrenaline junkie. He likes the battle. He likes the things that are living on the edge of a knife. He kind of finishes the rest of his work. Doffs his apron, throws it on a hook, and he goes to Rodrigo. It's like, Rodrigo, can I take it out alone? I need a little bit of money.
Alone? And what are you looking to get out?
I need some gear.
Yes. You're a pretty big boy, but I think I got something that'll work. And he says, where's Grigor at? He's chilling around back. We haven't buried him yet. We'll get his armor off and throw it to him. Consider it payment for the next 5 days. And he would hand you roll a d20 and see what armor that you get. That's the armor that he's gonna have on him. And what'd you roll?
12.
All right, and as far as armor, he has a gambeson.
He takes the gambeson, which is kind of like a quilted armor, right? Like a overcoat.
Yeah,
He looks at it. Yeah. He's like, okay, throw it. It's like, this will do. And then I appreciate that. Let me ask you, how's that new girl? I saw her when I came in. She looked pretty spunky. Is she doing good work?
She's a good earner. She's been haven't got no complaints yet at all, and out of the few rowdier patrons, she was able to make sure that they didn't damage any merchandise.
She looked interesting. How much is she going for? Do you know?
Let me check here. The going rate right now is 20 copper a spin.
Ooh, bit pricey, huh?
That's just fresh.
I'd ask for a loan, but
I doubt you can afford it after you take out this loan for this Gambison.
he just smiles, big his teeth are just a little gross. He's got like one blackened tooth, one missing. It's like that's okay. It's like
he says, well, I have plenty of other people as well. If you're interested, a little bit cheaper, you see that there's an actually Eastern woman up. Actually, no, you're Northerner. A Northerner would actually approach because his variety here. This woman here is about 6'1", so about average height for Northerner female. Maybe like about 165 pounds ish around that area. Short black hair, almond shaped eyes. Definitely have been around the block. Not the cleanest person you've ever seen, but definitely not the dirtiest either. She looks you up and down and says, "You trying to go for a spin tonight? 10 copper a spin if you like, and I can show you that worked on the only thing that I can ride." And she said that to you and smiles.
You'll find that I am far more fierce than a warg, and I'll break you in like a stallion. Yeah, he's going to give her the 10 copper.
Yes.
And he says nothing's better than after combat. Get my dick wet. I don't know how else to say it, but
after combat.
Give a dick wet. He's your classic big crude fucking barbarian.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Hold on. And all right,
get my dick wet.
I don't know how to say it. Let's say it. Ladies are not present.
Sometimes you gotta put out and get on to it.
But yeah. So he's gonna grab her. Hand her the coin, get his poke in off screen.
All right, give me a strength and constitution save in a D100.
We're gonna hit him with the strength.
Is that what you do?
Con.
Okay, average. Good stamina. All right, and D100. Don't roll a 90 or higher. Woof. Lucky. It was close.
He's on the edges of the.
No snake clap.
No snake clap for you, sir. But you pay her copper. She says she bites a few pieces, make sure it's real. Says you're better than the average chump. And she gets up and walks away.
As she walks away and says, "You weren't," and just puts on his clothes.
Well, let me roll. Hold on, roll for her. She gets a +1. She might. Let me roll for her. I didn't roll for her.
Gon is just a legitimate savage.
No, she was not the best lay you've ever had. So
does she need a D100 too from the opposite direction?
Gon, do you have the snake plot? Do you have fucking syphilis? You want to start rolling for death?
No.
Sorry, I had to ask the question.
It was a good question. I'm like, do you want to start with syphilis, hard mode, new game plus?
But yeah, I'd imagine after she left, Gon is just buck naked. He pulls out a couple of the rusty daggers and starts kind of sliding a whetstone across him, trying to get any kind of edge on him. But after a while, he'd just slide into sleep, thinking about the next job, the next battle.
Give me a wisdom check as you're asleep here in this corner of the section. All right. Hold on, real something. It's a +5 to this.
Ooh.
All right. As you are sleeping, you see that Rodrigo kind of touches your face and says, "Wake up."
Whoa. He's the kind of person who sleeps with like a knife under the pillow. Immediately is up with a start, dagger drawn. What's going on? Is there danger?
He looks and says, "No, I just wanted to talk. Come with me." And you see that like this has to be maybe like 5 in the morning, right? Because any earlier they still be awake. Because you know how bandits are. So he would say, "Come to my section." You see that there's men, women in strange positions all across this kind of thing. But everybody you see is knocked out.
Yeah, he gets clothed, throws on the new Gambison. Let me put that on my inventory, actually. Is that 12 AC?
I believe so.
Here, let me pull it up.
Yes.
How many slots?
It's 1 slot.
Hey, that ain't bad.
Hold on.
And you got it cheap as hell.
1 slot.
Well, it's 5 days worth of pay, so you have to pay.
It's
It's
still cheap.
on loan.
Yeah. Then again, though, like I said, everybody gets different perks for different folks. Folks. Well, what the fuck was I gonna say? Different perks for different folks. Wow. I was speaking a different language.
You're having different strokes.
Radio. No, but
But yeah, he'll go into the common rooms like, what's going on?
So Rodrigo would kind of sit down and say, I just wanted to talk to you. You've been doing pretty good work here, and I'm surprised. You're cut above the rest I've seen actually process sashimi mushrooms. And I'm curious to see how you do receiving the package of roca nuts. I have a good eye for talent, and you haven't died yet. And I heard you got attacked by some bandits out in the city, some kids. They didn't kill you, so you're resourceful. He looked at you.
He's like, yeah, I'm more than that. I also collected 14 goblin ears the same day.
Yeah, but that wasn't all you, Sunshine.
You sure? Were you there?
I got little birdies everywhere.
No, all I'm saying is I'm the one who collected it. But I appreciate the kind words. So
he smiles and he says,
let's cut to the chase. So what's the score?
No foreplay. I see. Just straight raw. Okay. Well, let me just say this. I want you to do something for me. You seem like a man that is a bit unscrupulous. You can kind of do the tasks that need to be done. Is that true?
He just grunts in the affirmative.
All right. There is a man. He owes me some money. And I need you to send him a message permanently in front of his family. So he is a Westerner. He has been in this town for a couple of days. His wife is here as well. She just done nothing to me, so she can lie where she lies. But I need people to know that those that fuck with Rodrigo's money know that I'm an easy play or an easy ploy. So I'll offer you this. I'll make that Gamison free. You won't owe me any money. But I need you to take this man out and not get caught. But make it visible.
When you say take him out, are we talking death?
The final sleep. And as an Isu, you know that's death.
Mm-hmm. Can I ask what he's done?
He owes me about 100 copper pieces or a gold piece. He's a prisoner that came here. He was useful to me for other reasons, but his usefulness has outlived his debt.
You see Gon think about 100 copper. And he's like, that's a long time. That's a lot of work. Some slaves sell for less. He's like,
he nods.
This is worth a life. I'll do this. Though to take a life for a Gambison, surely there's got to be more involved. Because my risk is much higher. My life is on the line too.
He nods and says, this Gambison, like I said, I gave it to the person, or paid for it for the person that had it before you. isn't the newest gamison, but it is some armor to protect you. I tend to not offer gold until a job is done, but I can promise you this. Are you tired of that shitty dagger you're using?
Oh yeah.
Complete this task and I'll get you a better weapon. And the gamison's debt is paid in full.
What is this man's name and where does he live?
He looks and says, his name is Kalen.
Can you put it in chat? Por
Yes.
favor, Kaylin.
He lives out in the docks. He lives in a little hut, a little hovel that he kind of constructed with his wife when he got here. If you do it at night, she should be there unless she's some kind of promiscuous woman.
And you want his family to see this?
Well, his wife, of course. I want her to be able to spread the word of those that mess with Rodrigo.
Is there anybody else? Does he have children?
I do not think so, but it is entirely possible.
What does he have any known associates that I should be wary of?
Well, he has associates at the temple, as all Westerners do, trying to resurrect the fallen god. Stupid. Outside of that, there isn't too many connections, maybe to other Westerners here, but no one has the balls to actually go against me, especially not those damn Westerners, damn pig lovers. And you know that Easterners tend to call Westerners pig lovers. That's a really common insult.
Or pig something else?
Yeah.
He thinks it over. This is just fine. I'll accept this. And then he will it's like he sits down, pulls up a chair next to Rodrigo and looks to the rest of everybody. I want to do a little bit more than just grind up drugs. What do the rest of these guys do? And he glances over at the other northerner, the big motherfucker.
Well, he protects me and makes sure that I'm safe. And he does more personal tasks. As you can imagine, you're not the closest person to my association. So if you get caught or killed, it doesn't really hurt me too bad. But if you prove yourself, it'll bring you a lot closer into the fold, and I can have you take a lot more serious jobs in addition to going to the docks with me in a couple of days.
Consider it done.
Okay.
By what night? How many moons before I must
Now.
complete this?
He says now.
Very well. He'll stand up suddenly and grab the dagger from his waist belt, tucking it upwards in his palm, and he'll leave.
Right. As he leaves, I'm going to do a little cut here and go over to Don. I got him there. I got Alistair. It is morning now. It is about 5 a.m., which is right around the time you wake up, being an animal handler yourself, crack of dawn. Yep. What do you do?
He's actually going to get up and he's going to go wander back over to can you pull the town map up for me again? Sorry.
Let me bring that. No, you're good. You're good. I've defaulted on the docks. There you go. And bam. There you go.
Perfect. It was the what was the name of it?
The
Explorers Guild. The Explorers Guild. Okay. He's gonna go back in because there was something in there that had caught his eye when he was in there with Gon.
Okay.
And so he's gonna go back up and reread the Goblin Den post that was up there for the 500 copper.
So you do know that there's a Goblin Den, I believe, a little bit to the north. So
I thought it was southwest.
I thought it was north. Let me check my notes. That could be something else.
I wrote southwest Goblin Den in a cave, 500 copper. for the head. We get 500. We get 500 copper for the bandit leader, Rashad the Red.
Yes, I'm thinking of it. You don't know what I'm thinking about because I haven't told you about that. That doesn't exist yet.
Okay.
Ignore what I'm talking about.
Cool.
So
I can do that.
okay, so yes, they did into the southwest.
Yep. So
what would you like
he's
to know
going.
about it exactly?
Well, he was intrigued in it. So and because he was sort of half paying attention to it, now he's just gonna read that very very closely, kind of get a good idea of what that is and get it in his mind, and then sort of try to figure out, okay, the farm is dead south, and really start to think on his way to the farm, did he see anything that was like hilly, cavernous type of an area, even if it was like off in the distance? To
give me a geography check. I'm a wisdom check.
Okay.
This is memorized.
21.
But at 21, also guys, I'm stealing this from Pathfinder critical success degrees of success. So if you roll above the 10 to DC, well, if you roll 10 above the DC, you critically succeed. So yes, you know that as you were kind of working around and kind of handling the animals, especially out there on the edge of the farm, you did spot a very large hill that stood out to you, and it looked to be maybe a couple miles away. It was really kind of juxtaposed against all the trees towards the southwest. So you think it's more than 2 miles, but you don't know how far, but at least 2 miles away.
But it was out like among a
The
big
trees.
grove, like the trees. So, okay.
Yes.
Then that's actually the way that he's gonna start heading. He's gonna attempt to just kind of scout the area just to see if he can get an idea.
Yeah. Okay.
An idea where it is, because in his head right now, he having heard Gon talk about what he was doing, he's like, well, fuck, he ain't awake, so I'll come back at, go take a walkabout, and then come back, see if I can find him here early, late morning, early afternoon type of a thing.
Okay. As you are perusing the city, as you're going around the city here, or going out of the city, give me a D20. Let's see what happens.
Alrighty, just a straight D20.
D20.
D20 twin 6.
Nothing happened as you kind of exit the city here. As you are going back to the farm, give me another D20.
Okay. 14.
With a 14, sir, you know that. Here. You see on the road to the farm that there is an overturned cart that is lit aflame, and there are bodies of men and women sprawled about, throat slit, severely cut. They're 100% dead. You can just know from just kind of being about, I'd say, a half mile away. Mm-hmm. There's only one cart here. The horse is gone. That was definitely pulling this cart here. But any goods that you think that would be here, that be on the caravan, is either gone or burning now. What do you do?
As weird as it sounds, he is going to sort of pick up pace to get up to it. But he's going to be high alert, looking, like scanning the horizon, scanning off to his right and left as he's going to see if he can see anything running away. Any what?
You mean an intelligence check as you attempt to investigate your surroundings.
21.
All right, now you're balling over here. Listen, you got Sherlock Holmes here. For real, he's fucking baller. So with a 21, you see that there is a goblin, and he's about maybe like 100 feet away due north, hiding behind a tree, smiling from ear to ear with a dagger in his hand.
Does he? Do I feel like he's seen me?
Yes.
Okay.
As you see, he is essentially like this, smiling as you're kind of getting closer and closer to this wagon.
And he's behind me, though?
No, he is in front of you. He's in front of you.
Front of me.
Behind a tree with a dagger out, looking to
it's like a little kid playing hide and seek. Right. You're like, so
right there. as I'm running,
Oh.
scoop up a couple handfuls of rocks and just sort of in one hand have the rock loaded into the sling as I'm still running up, keeping my eye on him, just waiting for this to kind of go down.
All right,
But I'm gonna start taking a slight angle as I'm running. So if he's directly in front of me, I'm gonna start turning like just east of him a little bit to kind of have that angle.
All right, hold on, double check something quick. All right, so let me bring you over to a map as I fix this up right quick. As let me make this a little more accurate here. Rand and guys, if you're watching, remember guys, we do it live. We do it live. One take. So. All right, so here we go. So let me go ahead and
go. Hopefully those are good rolls.
Oh no, it's totally fine, guys. It's fine. It's fine.
If he dies, he dies.
I don't know. One of them was a nat 20, so
don't worry
about
that. A nat 8.
Nat 8.
Let me move your spell. There we go. And what's your new HP is what 13, right? I gotta update your token.
Yeah, you're thick.
Yes. Yeah, 13.
Yeah, you roll good as shit. There you go. Bam, let me copy over here. And right, so 100. So you're like here. So this is a forest map. It's not entirely accurate on a road here, but treat this right. So can you see the map first and foremost?
Yep.
All right, so treat this as if it's the road here, right?
Okay.
Right. So this goblin right here is off the road behind a tree, and you're on the middle of the road here, and there's a cart like right here, burning, and it's looking at you, smiling. You definitely don't make he sees you notice him, but he definitely sees you.
Right.
100% of that.
All right. So yeah, like I said, he would, as I'm coming up to that, I would sort of start to hook just to the right. And I guess if I were to do it here, I guess I can measure it out quick. I'd almost, it's not 100, but kind of hook back in behind this tree right here. Mm-hmm. And then sort of stop. I'd stop at that point so I could get an eye at the cart just to see, like, just to have an eye on the cart, but I'm having that peripheral vision on that goblin.
As soon as you move over there, roll initiative.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
He looks at you and he says, "Ah!" and runs at you.
He's coming.
But I guess I go first, right?
Sure do.
You go first.
All right.
Roll a wisdom check.
Okay. 19.
All right. You know as well that there's actually another goblin that was kind of tucked in right here that you were not aware of until you actually moved over there.
Okay. What I should write this on here. What's the range
40
on
40.
On
40.
Okay.
Everything 40.
40 feet. That's yeah. I in my head I was like, is it 60? So I wanted to make sure.
Good
thing
man.
This asshole's 40 feet exactly.
Yep.
So.
Exactly.
You
so
lucked out.
having that sling in his hand, starts whipping it, and it's just gonna fire that first rock right at this dude.
All right, headshots only. He misses. He ducks under
after all them good rolls, man.
He ducks under it and looks at you.
Looking up at that one now, seeing it, then I'm gonna actually peel back off. No, I moved 40 feet on my turn there, right? So that's
no. That was before your turn.
That initiated.
Yes.
Yep. So then he's gonna move his 40 feet back this way, and that will end his turn.
All right, and then
I'm doing the camera work for.
He's like, I gas load in there. Like, dude, it's so long and wide. Yeah. So this guy over here is gonna. They definitely don't have any range ups. They're gonna dash. Rolling around at the speed of sun. Here you go over here.
And I'm gonna let John, I'm gonna let you go on. I'm gonna let you roll the d6s for initiative.
All right.
There you go. Hopefully. This guy here is gonna dash over as well. Getting around here. All right, d6. John, bring it home, Seabass.
No.
All right. He's thick. We're gonna find out how thick he is. All right, this
Yep.
guy's gonna move over here. Over here. I'm gonna cut you like a fish. D20.
Miss.
That hits, big fella.
Oh yeah.
All right, D4. It's 1 damage. They get you across the leg. This guy moves over
Okay.
here. All right, you stick him in the front. I fuck him in the back, and he moves over here. And he's gonna roll with advantage as he has you flanked. 18 does hit, and he hits you
Yep.
with an additional 2 damage. It's
Yep.
your turn.
All right. Shoot. He's going to. Yeah, he's gonna take off right off the get go. Now running this way,
Okay.
and as he does, he'll get to that end, spin, whip the sling at the guy right here.
Okay. Give me a shot. That hits.
16.
Yeah.
That hits, baby.
E4.
Hoo-dee-hoo.
Take his 1 damage.
He takes his 1 damage. You hit him square in the jaw. You hear a sickening crunch, but he smells
Yep.
the other half of his smile looking at you. He's angry.
Yeah, that's turn. I mean, that's movement and
All right, D6.
Let's see him. Oh.
that's them.
All right. This guy's going to rush over here. We're gonna fuck your corpse. We're gonna fuck your corpse. Yeah, we are.
Oh no.
And this guy here smiles. That hits.
Yeah.
D4. It's 1. They're not really good damage, though. That's good. This guy goes over, so we are gonna fuck your corpse. Do you have a wife, human? And he rolls an advantage. That hits.
Yep.
1 damage.
Whew.
Jeez.
Do you answer him?
Yeah. No, he's just gonna look at him.
He says, well, I wouldn't want to fuck her anyway. She's a human. She's ugly. Probably smells. Your turn.
Hell? Yep. Phew. I don't know what else to do. Yeah, it's
Ah!
yeah, it is. Fuck, seeing 2 of them and keep getting it on both sides here. He's going to take 1 more attempt. He's gonna take off running back up to the north this way.
Mm-hmm.
Spin the sling on this guy.
And the sling.
Whip the sling at him for an 18
That hits. That's max.
for 1 damage.
He hit
Yeah,
him
we
in the
both
side
are
of the
rolling
jaw.
shit.
He can't smile anymore, but he can. But he's alive.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's it.
Give me a D6, John. Come on. Bring it home.
There we go.
Hey,
Yeah.
there you go. What are you doing, champ?
Yep.
Double
He's
up.
gonna do it again. Spin and whip the sling at
Spin to
this
win.
one right here.
Black 32. There it is.
That hits.
15,
That
Black 32,
hits.
baby.
That hits.
For 2.
He is critically injured as you see you being to crush his face, and he doesn't look so good. He is still alive, hammering
And
on
then-
woozily.
Yeah, he's gonna take off. He'll keep trying to keep a little bit of distance. He'll take off running that way.
This fucking human! And he's gonna have to dash. He doesn't have any ranged options, but he does try to flank you in case he does go on the next initiative. This guy over here dashes as well.
Yep.
I can't
I
wait
got
to
it.
fuck your corpse. I can't wait.
No. Corpse is about to get fucked.
This guy smiles.
You still have a
side.
ton of HP though, so
I mean, he's taking some hits, man. No, he's taking some serious hits, bro. All right, D20.
I believe in him.
guys. I believe in him too. Let's see. Okay, no. Sorry, that was D100. 15 does hit, sir. Another D4. Ankle. Woo!
That's a big one.
Ooh. Yeah, Ric Flair with that shit, dude. Holy. All right, D20 again. That hits.
Oh yeah.
1. Oh.
Nope.
All right. It is your turn, sir.
You're gonna hit.
No, it's not.
Wait, it's not?
Yeah,
Nope.
it's the top of the round.
I had 8.
Oh,
I only had
that's-
8 left. I had 8 left. You just rolled 8.
He's done. Oh,
He's done.
no.
The first death of the game.
Alistair, no.
Alistair trying to be a hero, to be as he went to go investigate this caravan, the goblins set a trap, trying to get the unsuspecting person that would go, and he was got.
They got that 13 copper.
They hold the sling in the air.
Damn it! I like
and
that.
A bag of cow hooves.
And they drag your body into the forest for nefarious deeds. And with that, I didn't give you a new sheet. I didn't use the old one.
No, I'll just use the same one, dude.
Right.
Just reset it.
Wow. Guys, if you're watching,
Alistar Jr., his son, comes back.
Guys, yes. If you guys are watching this live, I know this shit is real, guys. There's no script there. There's no. I thought he was gonna die with 2 goblins. That's the game.
It's all, guys. Hey, anybody watching? It's all in how the D6 lands for initiative. Like I'm out. I get that next initiative.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Cause they roll max there. I mean, they were rolling 1 back to back.
Yep.
That's but damn.
All good. It is all good.
Still just fate. All right, so. Gone. We cut back to you. It is early morning. It is about 4 a.m. for you, sir. Okay. You were given a task to take care of Kalen, the westerner on the northern docks.
Before he leaves, he's going to go into one of the rooms and grab a blanket and kind of fashion it into kind of a cloak. Throw it over, whip it over his shoulder. Try to get a little bit of concealment.
Oh, 100%. You can definitely find either dark brown or dark blue blanket or throw robe and kind of cover it over.
Okay.
Cover it over you to enough. It doesn't conceal your height, which most people think you're probably a northerner because how big you are, but it does conceal your face.
Yeah, that's the primary concern. So, with that being said, he's going to go as quietly clinging to the shadows, building to building, waiting for a moment, looking for any guards, as sneakily as he possibly can through the town.
Give me a dexterity check. As you're trying to move as quietly as possible. You're a fucking ninja.
I am the knight.
So you were so before you became a prisoner, you were raised by a large rat in a sewer. Learn how to train. So you very stealthily move through in between buildings, and you get to let me move you over a different map.
Okay.
I'll move you over to where Kalen's house is. Kalen's house is a little bit further down here. So we can treat this is Kalen's house for now. So let me shift it there.
A little hut.
A little hovel here.
Okay.
Here.
Here, let me drop my token. I'm gonna assume maybe I'm over like right here.
Yeah, you're like right there.
Peeking around the corner, he looks at the house. Is there any activity on the streets or anything?
At 4 a.m. right now, there's very little people here. There's like some people moving out, definitely farmers coming from houses, things like that, going out of the city to go start their day. But outside of the very seldom farmers, you don't even see guards kind of moving around this time. You know, it's a little too early, a little too late for anybody to really be active outside of farmers.
Approaching the house, do I see any lights coming out of doors, windows? Are there any windows?
Yeah, so as you get closer here, this is at most a one-room hovel, right? Okay. There is a window to the front, which isn't really a window, it's more like a wall cutout. There's a really hastily built door that definitely doesn't protect against very much of anything. It's just there to really just keep out the cold to the best of their ability. Kind of a thatch roof. Maybe beechwood or pine wood, boards, things definitely hastily built and not very well built. Okay. So one window, one door from what you can see from that angle.
I'm going to approach as close as I can to the door. Is it on the what side? North, east, west?
Yeah, so the door is right here.
Approaching the door quietly, I'm going to take a moment to press the ear to see if he can hear any stirring.
Give me an intelligence check as you're attempting to investigate.
Yeah.
You do hear the sounds of slight snoring, but you're not sure if it's one person snoring, two people snoring, or any number of people snoring. But you do hear light snoring coming from there.
Inspecting this door, is there some kind of lock? What's the mechanism?
So there is a. So you know how I'm not sure you know, but like a door will have like a little like almost like handle part where like somebody will like lift up the door and pull it out like those really old shitty doors. Um, think of it like this. So think of like basically a piece of particle board or plywood, right?
Uh-huh.
And like there is like an indentation into the board of the wood where someone will grab to pull the door out.
Okay.
That is what is holding the door.
So there's no lock or anything like that.
Nope. There's no lock.
Going to do another quick look around the area.
Okay. Give me a wisdom check. So you don't see any guards or any farmers looking in your direction or actually near you at this time. Being this is the docks, there are very few people that are farmers that live in the docks.
Drawing a dagger in one hand. Still has this cudgel on his back, but he's going to draw a dagger. He's going to open, or at least manipulate it and try to slide this thing open.
Give me a dexterity check to see how quietly you do this. All right. You open the door. It is not as quiet as you would like it to be, but it is quiet enough that you don't see anyone move inside. As you open this door over here, you see that there is a man and woman, clearly Westerners, middle-aged, late 30s, early 40s. And I mean, they're on a pile of hay covered by a thin blanket. On top of that is another blanket that they're kind of used to cover themselves. There is spots where they put their things. You see that there's a kind of a wood stove, a wood fuel stove here that kind of leads to a hole in the thatched roof where there are you assume cook.
Is there any fire going, like low embers for heat or anything?
Yeah, slow embers here. At this time, like you really always just want to keep the fire burning and have to start the fire in general anyway.
Yeah. They seem to be sound asleep for the most part.
Yep, they seem to be asleep.
From their bed, is there anything within reaching distance, like that could be used as a weapon, a chair, anything like that?
So you see that there are bits and pieces of wood here and there. There's definitely a wooden club beside him, which is really just a branch.
Yeah.
That you think probably just has to protect himself. You don't see any blades or anything like that. Any kind of true weapon that I mean, anything's a weapon, but you see a couple things that could be used as a club.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, you don't really see too much of anything that could really be used as a serious weapon.
Gon would like to go into the heat stove. I'm assuming there's some kind of stick or an implement where I can kind of toss the embers.
Yes. Yeah. So it is. You would assume it'd be
like a little shovel or anything to.
Well, okay. So I would say the club would probably be used because they are extremely poor in powers. The club they have there would be used to kind of move and kind of shuffle the embers around, not like an official poker.
He'll take his own and plunge the edge of the cudgel that he has, the shepherd's staff, into it to get it lit, and toss it onto the man's bed once it's done.
All right. As you get the flames lit, give me a stealth check and see how well you kind of can see this, because fire isn't very quiet.
Can I use my inspiration?
You can. And that was a good idea. So it isn't super quiet, but it's quiet enough. Let's see. This guy has a +1. So I'll roll his wisdom. Let's see what happens.
Come on, not today.
No. As he sees you, you do get the shepherd's staff lit, and he lifts up out of the bed. Who the hell are you?
Across his I'm just going to smack him with it while it's in my hand on fire. Just boom, the tip just
give me an attack roll. Beaten 11. Yeah, you hit. Oh, and that's a critical because that was over. Tails 10 over. So, roll 2d6. Yeah, he dies.
Just
His
cracks him
wife.
across the jaw.
Yeah, you track him across. He just collapses. You see his neck go in a weird angle as you hit his chin, dislocating his jaw, and his neck continues to twist, and it goes. As you hear a sickening crunch as he collapses back on the bed, limp, and you see his wife wake up immediately, hearing this, and is screaming. What do you do?
The cudgel's still in hand. Is it lit?
Yes.
He's going to toss it into her bed as well.
All right. Give me a d20, because it is dry straw. Give me a d20. Roll 51 or higher.
Oh, it said D20 51.
I mean
or higher.
D 100. Sorry,
Okay.
100. I'm gonna say percentile on a brain fart, and it immediately catches on fire. She rolls out of bed and let's see if she's cool enough to not get caught because her clothes are also made of cloth as well. Level 2, so she needs to be to 12. It's plus 1 of this. She does not. She gets as her husband, former husband, is laid on the bed. She could not roll under from out of the covers quick enough for her to leave efficiently, and the flames do catch on fire. She's attempting to leave, and you think she definitely will be able to unless you have some other means of stopping her, unless you're trying to stop her.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to get her not to look at me and mainly focus on.
Yeah, she's definitely trying to not be on fire.
Yeah, not be on fire. As she's seeing the spark light up, the flames fill this small place. You can see the smoke billowing black at the top of the roof or the ceiling. He makes a break for it, drawing the cloak or the blanket around him to hide his face the best he can. And Naruto runs the fuck out.
Give me a dexterity check. This is probably the most important role here. This is the extra strategy. Bring it home.
He's going to go into the water, try to not through the city, but into the water, and maybe just to try to get the fuck out of here.
I will give you a bonus. I'll give you a +2 bonus because of that, because they're not affecting the water. To be honest, someone was looking for you. You definitely think guards are coming, and that is enough. As you go into the water and begin to swim, going in between the boats at the dock, and you kind of stand there, kind of floating, kind of beside a ship, looking. You see the guards kind of rush over to this burning hovel, remove the lady from this burning building. They look at her. You don't know what they're saying, but if you look at her, they're talking. What do you do?
Seeing the commotion as the guards kind of surround, I imagine she's like collapsed on the ground. They're consoling her. She's telling a story of whatever. He sees that at the height of the commotion, going to swim across the river. How far is this river actually? I don't know.
I'm about to say, I don't even like swim up. Okay, you can't swim across the river in a reasonable time. It's miles.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna swim up the river towards kind of the hideout, back to the.
Yeah, you're trying to be a long loop, right?
Yeah, he's
hideout.
gonna take. Stay in the water if he sees anything. But for the most part, I imagine most of the commotion's drawing everyone there. Taking his time, he'll get out, and then head.
And give me a d20 as you begin to swim, just to be sure, because there's some strange things that exist in this water. Give me a d20. Don't roll a 15. Don't roll a 15 or higher. Don't do it. You're good. You're good. Woo! Man, you're good. You're good.
A little bit lucky is mostly.
You're good, man. Because you're about some crazy shit. But yes, you are indeed looped around back, and making it through time. You easily do so. You're now back in the front of the doors of the Filthy Seal, and it is officially, I'd say that took like 2-3 hours. So it's now like 6 a.m. and now the dawn is here. It's sunlight now.
Yeah, he pushes the door open. You can kind of see this dark figure hulking over the threshold. He steps forward into the light, soaking wet, hair clinging to his face. He throws takes off his shirt, throws it onto like a nearby chair, and walks past Rodrigo if he's in the main room, and
He's
looks
there.
to him, and he's like, "The deed is done." And without another word, walks to his room where.
But he, as you say, the deed is done. He says, "Hey, wait, oh, silent giant over here. Let me give you a reward." He looks at you, and he says, "This is my collection here, but I thought I'd give it to you." And he gives you, where the fuck did I put it at? Hold on. He gives you a he would give you a longsword. And this one is a very nice quality longsword, not the best like this is a masterwork quality, but it is a very nice iron longsword, so standard longsword. So this is a D10, 3 slots, 2 hands, 3 quality.
D10 longsword.
D10, but it is 2-handed.
My shepherd's
I'm
staff is
shooting
no
him.
more.
Yeah, that's just fuck. Yeah, that's yeah. Once you crit it and drop that shit there, yeah. So, also as well too, you gain 750 experience points because the chances of you actually succeeding that without anybody actually catching or finding you is exceptionally high. That was an extremely difficult encounter.
And some good rolls on that one. 750. All right.
Some pro strats. And with that, we're gonna go over to Jay. Your character ready, or you want to?
Yeah.
Nope.
All
right.
He's ready.
I'm excited. So you come here as a prisoner. What happens to you on your journey? Give me
Find out.
All right, give me a D20. Also, before that happens, tell us who your character is first before your journey.
So what you see sitting there handcuffed in the boat, Brocken, is this sort of ripped but scrawny, big bloated face, chestnut colored southerner.
Nice.
Yeah. Wearing this like sort of patched clothing, hair's all disheveled and, kind of like I almost imagine the way that his hair is dreadlocked, but just sort of everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Has a nose piercing, has 3-4 earrings in each ear.
Okay.
Has the bottom of his lip pierced through a big ass beard.
Oh wow, dude, he looks awesome.
Hell
All
yeah.
right, cool. That was cool as shit.
Gangster.
Yeah.
That's cool as
Hey,
shit.
it's the nice thing about fucking rolling your shit, dude. It looks cool as hell.
Hey, that'll do it.
And you see him sort of sitting there, his hands and feet are tied, and every once in a while he just sort of kind of looks almost like somebody's talking in his ear. He sort of kind of looks up behind him and then shakes his head and then puts his head back down, kind of looks at the guards like, "You really gonna be fucking doing this to me, man?" Like,
all right.
Just gives him that look.
And as you say that, you see your ship is hit by a tsunami. So please, give me a D20. Don't roll 15 or higher.
I gotta actually roll that right. 1d20. I did not.
All right, you survived. You survived. Your ship is also wrecked. The waters near the silver hill are extremely treacherous. Give me another D20.
Oh, that's a D100. 8.
All right, with a D8, you're about 3 days from the silver hill. Those that are left are able to slowly but surely know that the closest place is the silver hill, no matter how you slice it. So going here would probably be your best bet. And the third day, nothing happens. Give me another D20.
14.
Right. With a 14, you see. Actually, let me roll something. Actually, hold on. That might actually change something.
Okay.
So as you got, so let's say it's in this little sloop off your prisoner ship. It's about 8 people. Wow, it's tight. And you got enough food for 2 days, so you got something for now. So you and eight other prisoners and guards are sitting here, kind of working together to try to make sure you guys get to actually solid ground.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys are kind of, going through these ocean, you see on the side of your ship a strange creature you've never seen before. This creature has the upper body of a human and the tail of a fish.
You guys seeing that? Do you see what's in the water over there?
They look and say, "Is that a fish?
Or is it a human?" Hey, and he's gonna just kind of wave out to hey, over here.
You see this female, and she looks exceptionally beautiful. She has the skin tone of an Easterner, very tan as if she's been out in the sun, but not as dark as the traditional Southerners. She has long, stringy hair. She's been in the sea her entire life. The upper half of her body is nude. Above table, guys. Ain't no mermaid looking chick's gonna just somehow just put seashells over there. That just doesn't make any sense. In game now.
And when she comes out of the water, the hair's dry.
Yeah. Hair's dry. It's not wet. Holy. But she is.
They had to save on
Logic.
the animation cost. Come on now.
This chick over here motions for you all to come over.
Well, we're still in the water, right? Like
yeah, so
on that thing of the ship.
Yeah, but it's yeah.
Okay, so he'll kind of grab whatever plank of wood or whatever that they have, and is gonna start trying to row towards her. Kind of as he does. Any idea where? What was the name of the island? I'm sorry.
Oh no, the Silver Heel. The heel.
Any idea where the Silver Heel is? Where the boat was wrecked and we're trying not to starve.
You see, she looked at you strangely, almost alien-like. As you get closer to her, her pupils are black, as if above table, as if she's acclimated to being in the water. And she looks at you strangely in very large eyes. And I think close as well too. She was almost alien. She's like a female, but not quite like a female.
As we start to get a little closer, does she look aggressive?
No, she just looked at you curiously. And give me a wisdom check as you continue to look at her.
16.
All right.
I don't know why I keep rolling these high wisdom characters, but
That's all right.
Wow, just enough.
Oh, +5, nice.
So as you look at this woman over here, you see. Hold on, let me roll something here. 2 of the members of your boat quickly leap off and continue to swim over to her, quicker than what the boat can actually do so, because the boat can be that fast. And as they continue to do so, you see that they quickly embrace this woman, and she looks them in the eyes. And as she looks them in the eyes, they continue to just embrace, and she just looks them, and he slowly descends into the water. And they
just starts back paddling as fast as he can, all of a sudden the realization hits, oh shit! It just starts back paddling as fast as humanly freaking possible.
Yeah. And the last thing you see of your 2 fellows is a smile of contentment as they drown in the embrace of this strange woman.
Yeah,
and
just 100%, just as bad that.
You are lucky, because man, she was about to get you. All right, last roll. Give me a d20.
Okay.
These are treacherous.
15.
All right. Okay. Let me check here. Okay. Give me a D4.
Okay. And bang. 3.
Okay.
Oh, I never rolled my
You-
D100, by the way.
Oh yes. Oh no.
65.
Damn.
Almost. You don't get
I was
any extra.
hoping.
I was hoping too. It's somebody. It's rare. It's hard, but it's possible. You see on the side of your little broken sloop, a massive rainbow-colored fish appears on the side of your boat, and you see the head of this fish pops out, and it looks at you strangely, and it speaks to you, and it says, "You look lost."
We are good fish.
Oh yes, oh yes. You humans, you should really learn to get fins. It's a lot easier to be in the water that way.
It would be nice, but I would much prefer to walk on land. Honestly.
Well, I'm quite bored. I could help. Well, let's see here. I am also hungry, but human doesn't taste very good, in my opinion. It's too much bone. Well,
I agree. I have a little food here if you would like some. We had 2 of our never mind, and it'll pick up one of the day's rations of the people that jumped off
up
the
to
slough.
boat,
Like,
yeah.
would this satisfy to assist us in getting to land?
Give me a D20 call high or low. See where his mood is.
Let's see it.
We're gonna say hi.
Gotta get a little
Nope.
higher.
He looks and says, I'm not into dried food, but I'll let's say this.
I'm listening.
I like you. You tend to talk more than the other ones that are scared shitless. Also, you have no idea what this thing is, but you see everyone else on the boat. No, you see the Easterners on the boat look terrified, and I'll tell you after John, because you know what this is.
Okay.
You're not here, but
It's part of the lore, I'm assuming.
yeah, lore.
They would know.
Lore.
Folklore.
No, you're Northerners. I lied. You don't.
Yeah, I'm northern.
You got to talk to Nagi.
Yes, and Nagi.
If
that's
she was here.
That's who. Yeah. So, you see, this fish says, "Well, let's say this. You owe me a favor, and I don't eat you and your crew, and I'll even give you one of my scales in return. That sound fair?"
I just just need to ask, what kind of favor would you ask of us, of me, of us, of
No,
us?
just you, of course.
Okay. What kind of favor would you ask?
Don't know yet.
It's one of those I owe you one.
Yes, as you say in your language, which is also quite crude, I must say. Also, that is very offensive as a Southerner, because the Southern tongue is not to be taken lightly. So that would be actually very offensive to you, at least from a cultural standpoint.
Him saying what, as you say?
No, that your language is very crude.
Oh. Okay.
Fair enough.
Fuck. Fair enough. Yeah.
You're a fish.
trying to
though,
think
so.
Language is crude. By heavens, I don't know what you mean.
Oh well, yes.
But if you will get us to land, and he starts, you see him start to kind of like the little bit of aggressive nature start to kind of rise up in him, just a tinge. If you agree to get us to land, I guess I can owe you a favor.
How much HP do you have?
4.
Hopefully this doesn't kill you.
Oh no!
All right, so you see that he flicks his tail at you, and as he flicks his tail, a large rainbow-colored shard is embedded in your chest.
For
And
3?
you are not, yes, for 3 damage. You're knocked on your back as as it goes to your body, it heals immediately as it goes through. And this now you have a rainbow colored rainbow colored scale inside of your chest. And you see the eastern people on the boat kind of immediately kind of are like pushed away from it, like terrified. And and he looks and says, now I consider you to be marked and the favor to be agreed upon.
Is it like you can see it still, or did it go?
No, it fully
okay.
healed. There's no scar, there's no nothing, but it definitely hurt a lot.
Okay. And so he's just he'll be like laid out, be laying on the boat, like like he's had the wind knocked out of him. He's like,
oh my goodness, you humans are so weak. And you see that. Hold on, I'll get you to shore. And you see, he literally goes underwater quickly. And you see he begin to go around in a circle, almost like a whirlpool, right underneath your boat. Mm-hmm. And you see the water around you, the boat, almost like you're not even like flat on the water anymore. You're like at an angle like this. So you're like fucking like a 45-degree angle on the edge of the boat. And you see immediately he stops and he comes up, releasing this entire whirlpool and just propelling you. I mean, you're probably going like 70 knots at this point.
Jesus.
So your boat is crackling and it's coming off, but you get to shore like a speeding bullet. Like a speeding bullet. Boom. You crash, but you don't take any damage. As you do slowly decrease in speed. But that's probably the fastest you'll ever move or have seen move in your entire existence. And you are now ashore.
And I'm gonna just turn and just look and go, well, thank you for getting us ashore. I guess you'll call me. How will I? And I don't even know if he's like just immediately swimming away. Or...
Yeah. So you moved about 30 miles away.
Oh, he stayed there, and
yeah, he just whirlpooled you.
Took off. Okay.
Yeah, he just whirlpooled you 30 miles.
Oh.
Yeah, so he'll get up and he'll kind of like brush himself off and look over at just one of the Easterners that was on the boat and go, "Why so scared? Is it really that bad?"
Because you saw and we're gonna take a break, guys. We'll catch you back in after the break, and we will start there. So if you come back after the break and you see what actually cursed, or helped, or enslaved,
or both, or
or both,
his character. So guys, we'll see you in 15, guys,
and we'll be right
All right, welcome. We're back to XX. So welcome. We're back to Dithra and 1000.
XX.
Dithra and 1001
I don't
chart.
get paid enough for that.
It's like a new campaign, new website. Who this actually? But welcome guys. We appreciate you coming back. And
Sponsored by that P website.
the hub. It's called the hub. Not sure. And so oh, let's see here. So, and what's your character's name again?
Asim.
Asim or Asin?
Asim.
Asim. Ooh. All right. All right. So, you saw a very large rainbow scaled fish, and you were told by the Easterners that it was a Shinu. I'll put this in chat.
Tempted to see if I spelled it right.
I want to see if I can spell it right from how I'm trying to spell it. It's like, am I pronunciation equaling the spelling of the word?
Vinshu? Yeah.
Yeah. So, they tell you that these fish are extremely rare and highly intelligent, and they have the ability to grant wishes to those that have their scales. Though, as long as you're indebted to a Wishinu, your life will be one of great wonder or of great torment. And only luck and the god and the creator decides.
So Vishnu.
Only the
Vinshu.
gods would
God.
You mean only the god decides? Is that's what you're saying? Is I could be extremely lucky, or it could become a shit show. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yes. One of the Eastern admirals has the actual Bashinu shard in their chest as well, and they rose from nothing to an admiral in about 3 years.
Well, that is quite interesting. Well, I guess we'll have to see what kind of haunting or boon this actually grants me.
And as you're putting the conversation, you see that several guards have now appeared around you, and they've seen a large fucking basically torpedo appear on the beach. Just rushed over to the beach. Cause you gotta think about it, right? So you literally, if you're in the lighthouse, you see a fucking boat go faster than humanly possible.
Just skipping on the water.
Fucking hydro thunder over here, literally.
Yeah.
Dude. It's fucking like, what the fuck is that? So you see these people rush over to you and say, "Halt! Who goes there?" You see one of the guards say that these are some prisoners that are left from the prisoner conflict. The waters in here are extremely treacherous. We lost another ship a couple days ago, but these are all who remain from the prisoners here. And you be led back to the guard tower, where you be given 2 rations, or 2 days worth of rations, fresh clothes, and say, "Do you have any skills, sir?"
That I do. I'm an artist. I can play some music.
I mean real skills. I mean something that can earn you actual money.
Oh, I know how to use a bow extremely well. I have done so back home in some of my artwork. Very skilled at it.
Oh,
Can hit a target very easily.
He looks and says, "Oh, well, I'm not sure about that, but there's definitely people. There's definitely a lot of garter work in town if you're looking for it. I'm not sure the singing will be applicable, but if you're looking for garter work, I would definitely recommend loading. Your game is important to me. Hold on. If you press up, down, left, right, A, B, A, B, you'll get a bonus to your ability scores. So he would tell you that that John's tinctures have been getting raided by some bandits that are come to take their medicinal supplies to sell them as drugs. So you might be able to find work there as a guard. He's been doing some what is it called? Not interviews, like the group interview thing. Job You know what I'm talking about?
Panel
Group
interviews?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's interview. He's doing interviews for the job, so you might be able to get a job there if you're interested. He's a pretty fair man.
Well, that sounds quite delightful. Thank you for the information. Is there anything else in town I should know, be aware of?
Be
Places to
wary.
go.
Be wary of the filthy seal. It's a den of miscreants out there, but they pay well, and we can tend to look the other way as long as it doesn't cause any serious harm to anybody. I would definitely, if you're more of a scrupulous type, definitely stay away from there. I'd also be wary. A caravan not long ago was attacked by a group of goblins, and several people died in the process.
Well, that seems quite unnerving, but guess we'll have to just figure this out, won't we? And he starts to kind of rub his hands together, like, okay, let's see what kind of stuff we can get into here. Any place to sleep that you know of? This is like 1 in the afternoon, 2 in the afternoon now.
Yes. Also, as well too. What was your convicted crime?
Oh God.
That's what I forgot.
I probably should have thought about that one, huh?
All right.
Give me a little bit to think on that one.
I'm gonna cut to Gon here while you think about your. All right, so Gon, you were given the longsword in a sheath. It's not very nice, but it is standard quality, so it's nice for you for sure.
Above table, what quality? 1, 2, 3.
1 is standard iron. Oh no, it's 3 quality, which means like it's just three quality, like weapon quality, not like
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Thank you.
3 quality. Yeah. So Rodrigo would hand you the sword and say, "You've done well, and I've decided a man of your talents I could use." Definitely as an enforcer, you have you're a northerner for God's sake. For God's sake, he would look at you and say, "Well, there has been a group of clowns that have been pushing on my territory at night. I've heard they've been scoping out my place in the dead of night around 1 to 2 in the morning. I'd like for you to go out there and see if you can find them. And if you can find any of them, make sure they don't come back."
Should I return their heads?
If you can, of course, just return their garb. If you bring their garb, that works with me as well. Head is also fine as well. I'll pay you 100 copper pieces for each head of these damn bastards you find. They're not the easiest to kill. I'm not sure who the hell they're working for, but they're not very friendly.
And what about the shipment?
I have dumber people to handle that.
What can you tell me about this Nari? Those clowns that walk the streets. Do they have a base of operations? Do they have a leader? Who is the clan chieftain?
No one's been able to find their base. They know they just kind of all come out around nighttime out of the forest. So we know it's not in the city. Or at least we think. We think that it is outside in the forest somewhere, but no one's actually been able to find it, which is strange because even the guards are looking for it now, as they kill indiscriminately, men, women, and child, without any care. Some people say even for fun, some kind of strange ritual to bring a god or something back. So take that as you will. But any clowns that have been captured or killed are just speaking in an unintelligible phrases if they're driven mad.
How troublesome. Well, I'll look into this thing. I'll take their heads happily. 100 copper pieces is quite the bounty. Do you know anybody around town? Any hirelings? Any sell swords that I could potentially hire?
He would look at you and says, I'm not sure about a hire, but and he points to the guard and says, the southerner that one was actually kind of kind to you in the beginning. He says, he steps up and says, well, you put in a lot of work, and I see you moving up the ranks. I'd like to tag with you. And he would stand up. He says, but I get half the loot. He looks at you.
That's assuming you live, boy. But these terms are acceptable.
That's who you call a boy. Just because you're tall don't mean you ain't stronger than me, buddy. I've been here longer than you.
You want to
Sort of
test
not.
that?
Want to go outside and throw fisticuffs? I'm not scared of you, big man.
I've wasted time talking about it. Let's join together. I'm interested in killing these red caps, not you. But your terms are fine. Half the loot it is.
He nods and says, dun, 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 dun. You've gained a new hireling. His name is... He's a southerner. I was about to say Santiago like that. Ain't no southern named Santiago.
Omar.
His name is Okoye.
Okoye.
Okoye. Yeah, it makes it up a little bit on you now. Gotta put that in the chat because I forgot, because I don't know how to spell that actually myself.
I don't know.
Okoye.
AKOY.
And my friend's name, Akinawole, I said, I don't know. Akin, if you're watching, guys, sorry, bro. Hold on. Okoye. Okay, just whatever you think it's spelled like.
AKOIE.
OIE?
That'll work.
That's what I would say.
If anybody here is African and actually has that name, we're sorry in advance. Don't have us on Twitter. All right, so this being said, Okoye does join you. You see that he wears a helmet, shield, and he has a spear in his hand. And he says, "Listen, I ain't no gopher, and I ain't no damn red shirt. Listen, works as a team. I'm not a suicide, none of that stuff. I'm not doing no, hey, go in the place first and investigate. I'm not doing any of that stuff. But I'll make sure that we get out of here alive if we all work together."
Are you blooded, Okoye?
What? He looked at you strangely.
Are you blooded? Have you taken a man's life or a woman's?
Yeah, I haven't killed no woman. I think that's a little weird, but I've killed a man before.
In fair combat?
Oh, it's never fair. He looks. He says, "The man that attempted to pull out a knife, to try to harm Rodrigo, stabbed him in the back."
Good. He just smiles that nasty black grin of his. And he's like, "Good. Then we'll work together just fine. How about we walk the streets and we look for these bastards? We should stick together back to back. Again, half of what I get is yours and half of you get is mine."
He says, "You got it." All right. And Okoye accompanies you as well. And as you guys prowl the streets, give me an intelligence check. I'll roll from here as well. He looks and says, "Man, I don't see shit. You found anything?"
That's because you're blind. Take a closer look. And whatever.
Yeah.
16, he's going to point out some things he didn't notice.
Yeah, 100%. You notice a lot. So what you notice as well, too, is that as you kind of skirt the outskirts of the town here, you learn that there is a large grouping of cracks coming from a specific part of the city towards the north, not north.
It's a grouping.
True east. Looking directly on the map, so east. So here. So you see that right where the docks kind of venture. You see that on the southeast where the docks would be at, and where the water and forest, where the beach and the forest connect. See that there is a large collection of footprints kind of going off into the forest in that general direction.
See, Okoye, there's foot traffic here. I imagine a small grouping of men, maybe the people we're looking for, coming in and out of this place.
Also, I forgot as well too. Kim, you gained 250 experience points for not dying in the intro because you actually could have died.
Oh,
Not dying. That is a good thing. Yes.
In the intro.
just in the intro.
Yeah, I mean,
you dealt with a mythological beast.
yeah, and you literally could have died, and he was holding his power back. So I was like, yeah,
Shit, I could have died from that freaking. I could have died from the fish sticking that shard in my chest.
Also, the tsunami is felt too. You almost could die from it too. That was a real thing. So yeah, so you gained good stuff. Also, you gained 50 experience points. Gone for finding out that these tracks lead to the strange forested area. These tracks lead to a section of the forest that you have not explored yet. Would you like to continue? Would you like to kind of go back and do something else?
Pointing that out to Okoye, there's traffic in and out of this place. I don't think we should travel inside. We don't know the land, or at least I don't.
I don't either.
Then I say we watch this place from afar. We stake it out, see who comes in and out, what their numbers are, what weapons they have.
Man, how are we going to stake it out with no snacks, brother?
He looks at him. I didn't agree to paying your food. You're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, I'm not sure you Northerners. I got food. Hold on. Let's go back. Let's get some snacks. We'll come back here. We'll scope it out. Sounds fair?
That's fair. You got any camel hump? I imagine it's the black guy and the Asian guy. It's rush hour. So you got any
Hey,
food?
do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
You never touch a black man's radio.
That are coming out of your
You
mouth.
never touch a black man's radio. What are you doing?
So
What do you know about war?
Chris
I know
Tucker?
war.
Yeah, there's a
What
montage.
is it good for?
Absolutely. He's like, I don't understand what
God.
you are saying.
Good God, you all.
The
It's
Beach
not
Boys,
you
they're
all,
very
it's
good.
y'all.
They're very good music.
It's better get to be, no, my Lance. All right, you guys get inspiration from that. That was pretty fucking good. I wasn't sure if you guys were gonna catch it or not, but I was like, yeah, he was 100% Chris Tucker. That being said, as you guys go back to get snacks, let's cut back to Akeem here. Akeem, obviously, he looks at you and says, because he has the paperwork to know what you actually did, and says, "You almost killed the man for what? What did he do, or woman?"
He was booing me while I was on stage. I didn't like it. Got a little angry.
I was gonna try to look
Possibly
out for
took it just a little too far, I would say. But now I'm here.
you. And he looks at you and says, "I would agree. I was gonna try to give you something to protect yourself as a fellow Southerner, but I think you should probably find out on your own." As he looks at
Well, I
you.
didn't use a weapon when it happened. I used my guitar.
Oh, well, all right. Well, just in case you want to be not a psychopath, he says, I'll look out for you. So, see, whistles over there. Give me a charisma check. You have advantage on this in the chain.
11?
All right, there's a +3 to this. He looks at you and says, "Listen." He throws on another ration. So you get 3 days of ration as a Southerner, and says, "Listen. Speak to John. Tell him I sent you. Tell him Mutumbu sent you, and he'll set you right."
Did you say Matunbu? just to ensure
Matumbu.
that I have the name right.
Yes, Matumbu.
And he is you said he is the one that runs
The herbalism shop.
yeah, I run his the tincture, Jane's
James.
tincture. He's the one that runs Jane's tinctures.
He nods and looks at you.
I greatly appreciate the help, Matumbu. I will go have a conversation with him. Post haste.
And looks and says, yeah, don't kill anybody else with a guitar. I'll kick your ass.
Well, I obviously don't have one, and
Yeah, when
I've
you
been
get
trying
one.
to do better with some of the possible anger issues. Doesn't come up often, or at least it hasn't recently.
All I can think of is Billy Madison with the fucking hockey puck, dude. He's fucking hitting it. You son of a bitch! Go on your hole! Get your hole!
Are you too good
You
for
mean
your
Happy
hole?
Gilmore?
Answer me.
Oh yeah, Happy Gilmore.
Different
I'm
movie.
thinking of
Piece
yeah.
of monkey shit.
I said Billy Madison whole leg.
Same difference at the
Yeah.
same.
No, Billy Madison. If you want to go back to the original profession, quasi original profession in the beginning was Nudie Magazine Day. Nudie Magazine Day.
All the cool kids pissed their pants.
If peeing your pants is cool, consider me Miles Davis.
Yeah.
I fucking love old Amazon.
So dumb.
But-
so
but
good, but
yeah.
so dumb.
It's so dumb, but it's like a charm. All right, so you go over to John's Tinctures.
Yeah, he'll head on down.
Give me D20.
Okie dokie.
The city's dangerous.
15.
All right. Give me a D10. Don't roll a 1 or a 10.
Uh-oh. You know I'm gonna roll a 1 now, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, you're good.
woo!
You're good. Nothing happens. Nothing important happens. Which is good. As you go over to John's Tinctures, this is a very well built building, though it looks kind of rustic to it. Has a nice little like log cabiny feel. This place looks like a really homey kind of place. You see that there's a bottle, not a box. They wouldn't need the fucking bottles. There is a picture of a collection of herbs. I keep saying herbs. I said it doesn't matter. Herbs. All on a almost fan out, almost like a salad on a wooden plank. And it says John Tinctures.
I walk up to the door and knock.
Come in.
Push the door open. Hi, I'm actually here looking for John. Matumbu sent me.
Yeah, that's me.
You have a very distinct voice pattern, don't you?
And you see that this man is about 6'4". He's a northerner. And he's a particularly strange sounding voice. Looks very clean, almond shaped eyes, long black hair, and a thick black braid on his back. And this place smells of almost like you smell oregano, basil, all kinds of stuff. He's like, it's weird. You smell food smells, but you also smell like strange, like sickening smells. And he says, "I'm glad you're here. How can I help you? Matumbo sent you?"
Yes, he said that you've been looking to hire potentially some guards for your shop. You've been getting raided or something.
Yes, I've been getting raided by these damn bandits over here. These little kids are little shits. I think if I had my way, if I was as good as I was when I was younger, I'd kill one of those damn kids.
You don't like kids, do you?
I don't
Or at
like
least not ones that
anybody.
steal from you.
I don't like bandits. Kid bandits, big bandits, little bandits, any bandits. And he speaks to you.
It could definitely make sense that then to not like bandits. I mean, you are running a business here. I might be able to help with that if you're willing.
Okay, what can you do?
Well, I am a performer by trade. I've done a lot of different things. Art.
What are you gonna sing the bandits away?
I don't know. Children seem to like watching performances. Maybe I can.
Not these kids. These kids will fucking take your liver and eat it.
Well, in that case, give me a bow. let me strike out on the roof.
I don't have any weapons. I have a stick. You want a stick?
Not very good with a stick, but I can certainly try.
Okay. And he reaches in his behind this thing and he pulls you out. He gives you a not shitty stick. It looks really nice. It isn't the best stick, but it is a stick. It is a 2 quality one-handed club, and it is it's a wooden club. It's not the best thing. So I'd say it's a D4, but it is one-handed. It's not two-handed.
Okay.
And he says, "I think this will kill any damn kid you find."
Well, if we can try to avoid killing them to start with, maybe we can at least get them turned into the gods first. Get them off the streets.
Fuck
Get them some
them!
help, maybe.
Fuck these kids! Fuck them all!
I don't
They
think
ru-
pedophilia is something that we really want to go into, do we?
He says, and you probably wonder how I ended up this way. The guards carry him off and the fucking. You probably wonder why. I did this way. He
Does
looks
this
at
guy
you.
have one bedazzled glove on his hand?
Right?
He just grabs his nuts as he's talking to increase the volume. But he it's funny because he looks like a really serious, like hardened northerner until he speaks, and no one can take him seriously. And he looks and says, "I don't care what you do. Do what you will. Report them, kill them. I don't care. As long as they don't continue to take the things I have. I had a shipment of sashimi mushrooms that got taken a couple days ago." He looked at you.
Do I know what a tashimi mushroom is?
Yes. They're
Okay.
extremely common. People use them to cut them up and use.
You're like out of focus, Jay. I don't
blur
know what
it.
happened
Yeah.
to your.
I don't
camera.
know. That was
Back it-
like
back up,
out of
back up.
nowhere.
Yeah,
Hold on.
it's struggling. Yeah, come out, come
Yeah,
back in.
Come back to life.
No,
You're still kind of blurry.
And don't it went like
Well,
way out
we're
of focus, dude.
hold on. Maybe put like your hand behind. Yeah.
That's
Do you look like you're like in like Limitless?
I know, right? It's like here I'm good.
Hey,
Here I'm not.
Hey,
Just sit like this.
you just gotta get all up in it.
dude.
Just gotta be up in here like,
This
hey
man
guys, how
Jay
are we doing?
Jay's giving straight up missionary face right now, guys. Hold on, straight up, just straight up, guys. It's eye to eye, guys. Like, hey, guys. So we're here, guys. Yeah. Straight up mission, guys. I can't wait till Calvin comes back because we can't be. We just as soon as Calvin's out here, just literally just degenerate, just pure degeneracy. But that being said, she'll be back on the 3rd, guys. So you want a more E10 game? She'll be here. Even whatever. So yeah, he's looking good now. Anyway, so when he gives you a club.
Yep. When have these raids been happening? Nights, days?
At night. These kids always come at night. The little shits.
So what is the you gave me a club here, but you haven't told me what is the pay for doing something like this, because
You don't even get high?
excuse me.
Do you like to get high, man?
I mean, I'm a performer. Of course I do.
Okay, let's get high first and discuss payment. I'm too sober for this. And you see he brings out to some sashimi mushroom, cuts it up, spreads it out in a line over here, cuts it in half, pushes it over to you, and he puts some drops of water on it so it rehydrates. And you know, because as you're a performer, that if you put your nose to it and inhale, it'll have a very intoxicating effect.
And he will. He'll and
Don't forget to bring it down.
have a motherfucker.
Do you hold it in, or do You hold it.
Oh yeah, he'll hold it for a good 3 count.
Oh yeah.
And then
Give me a con save.
You gotta get that. The
Hold
con.
that shit. Yeah, hold that shit.
Oh,
Let's go. Hold that shit. Hold that shit. He's holding it. As you hold it in. He's like, hold that. He's like, hold that shit. Hold that shit, man.
You just see him look up, start smiling.
Slowly comes out of his teeth. His eyes are just cashed. Just
gone, dude.
Yeah.
Just gone. This is you probably had sashimi mushroom. It's extremely common. This is the best sashimi mushroom you've ever had in your life. This shit is pure, uncut sashimi. This is coming anything
that's
else.
That gone special. Then
Yeah.
That's
that's a fucking good shit. Right now, so as you recently done with that first taking it, the sashimi mushrooms give you a boost to your wisdom by +2 for the next hour. And it also gives you a bonus up to your dexterity for +2 for the next hour.
Okay.
But it gives you a penalty to your strength and intelligence by 2 for the next hour.
Okay. Bonus to death, which is that's really freaking hilarious, actually.
And as you take it, he says, "Ooh."
Okay.
And he's like stuck in like straight up like, okay.
I call it the butter zone when you're just
like,
locked.
like the best way I can
the
describe it is like, if you ever see somebody on heroin and you have like the heroin lean, that's the equivalent of what he looks like right now. He looks like he's full on heroin lean right now. Just straight up, just gone. So after about 3 minutes, he actually comes back down and he says, "Woo! Woo! Shit! That was very good. Okay, let's do business."
That's some good mushroom.
Fuck. Okay. Well, I can give you about 5 coppers a day.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Let's shake on it.
Five Yeah. He goes. He'll put his hand out, and you'll see for a second, like he'll somewhat move it to the side, and then try to shake his head, like the vision's coming back into focus. Grab his hand.
He's like, yeah. As you
He's
grab
like, I'm
his
over
hand.
here. Oh shit.
He's like, I'm not even in the room anymore, dude. But he looks and says, well, I have a bed of straw in the back, right behind the counter. You can chill and you can sleep there the nights. I don't have any food, but at least you can have shelter. Sound good?
I'm at least okay on the food for the day. But if these bandits or kids come out at night, I'm gonna have to sleep when the sun comes up.
Yeah, do all of that. Yeah.
Sounds good. He'll hit it again too, like just cause.
High as shit.
Yeah, you've been on a prison boat for a while. You're
yeah.
And
this is
same thing. We'll fucking just hit it hard. So I'm sure another con check, right?
Sure, yeah. Give me a con check. This is some good shit. And
second one got him.
Yeah. All right. When you fail a con save for sashimi mushrooms, you begin to hallucinate. What is it that you desire?
What is it that he desires? He desires to write. Sorry, that one got me. I think he desires to have his name known throughout the continent for something. So he's sort of this performer that has dabbled in a lot of different things and hasn't truly found that one thing yet. He just sort of has all these little pieces, but that's his desire, is to just like have his name known for being some
well, yeah, as a great entertainer. So you would so you know that as you kind of wake up I'm not sure if you guys seen like the cartoon Heavy Metal, like the intro to it, where like the fucking like that. So essentially, you are sitting here on top of a table. There are dozens of men and women here calling your name. Women are throwing blouses at you as you sing your guitar, playing your music. There are people in lines with sashimi, smoking roca nut. I mean, this is the purest shit ever. There's liquor and wine everywhere, flowing. You have a golden guitar gifted to you by the creator to play music. Girls are like, huh, can't I sim? And it's the greatest experience you probably ever had in your entire life. And you're out for the next roll a 1d4.
Okay.
You're out for the next 2 hours.
Like standing up on the table, air guitar in, like hallucinating, and then just boom, and just flat backs on the table.
All right, and with that, we'll cut over back to Gone. As also, you gain 50 experience points for Trailblazer succeeding on doing drugs. Also, you gain 100 experience points for actually securing a job because these are real things. So good stuff there. Also, Gone.
Yep.
What were you doing last we left off?
Gone. He's like, God damn it. After they scouted the beach southeast of the docks where it met the forest, he's like, well, we should stake it out. His friend or his new comrade, Okoye, said, no, dude, I need to eat, first of all. I'm not trying to sit out here. He said, all right. So they went to go get some food.
All right. So you're going back to places. To be honest, the Filthy Seal food sucks balls. I think we should go to the Windy Hawk, and we might gotta pay double because I don't think she likes me personally speaking. I tried to propose to her, but she didn't like me very much. But I think we pay a little extra, we can get some good food there.
Then how about you stay outside and see what I can do? I can work my charm. And he smiles a half toothless.
He looks at you and says, I trust my chances. Let me do some talking here. He smiles and he's also missing a couple teeth too. Not as black as yours, but he's definitely missing a few teeth. So you guys would go over to the Windy Hawk, and he would enter and he would look and say, "Can a Southerner get some grub? I am hungry as heck." And he goes over and sits down. Do you join him?
Yeah, he'll sit across from him, hunched over on the table, but not say anything.
And he points over to the proprietor of the Windy Hawk, a Southern woman, and says, "I need some smoked sausage, some stew, some fresh bread, and some crusted bread, and eggs. Stat. Fresh." And then he points to you, Gon, and says, "You want anything?"
Gruel and beer.
Yeah, get him some sausages too. He doesn't want any gruel. He wants some sausages. Get him some sausage and some beer.
McCoy, you paying sausage money?
He says, "As a show of good faith, I got dinner tonight."
Very well. I'll take that. I'm not going to say no to a gift.
All right. And you see the lady comes up and looks at Okoye and then slaps him in the back of the head and says, "Get your feet off my damn table." And he says, "God damn, honey. Listen, if you let me marry you, you wouldn't have to worry about this." Slaps him back again. And she says, "I'll get it out as soon as I can." And you definitely think she's going to get it out to you as slow as humanly possible.
So what's your story, Okoye? How long you been in town?
I've been a prisoner for a little bit before I got here. I got transferred here about a couple of years ago, and I've been working in Rodrigo's crew ever since. I was on the boat with him when he got here. We took the building that he was out from some other prisoners, made it our own, and drew the crew.
What did they get you for?
Man, I'm innocent. He smiles.
Yeah, so is everybody else on this island.
He looks and says, "Well, I'm innocent, but they said they got me for robbing. I'm I'm a bit of a horse thief myself. I love horses, but I can't really afford one right now. I'm working on it.
And you're lucky they kill people for taking a mountain in the north.
They do in the south too, but they didn't fully catch me. At least I don't want to think so. I think they caught me in the process, and they couldn't quite prove it, so they just got me on the attempt. So I lucked out. Or else I'd probably be dead too. But now I got this new life here. Very little rules. We make money, have fun. It's great.
You don't
What
think
about you?
they got me for smuggling? It's a long story. I don't want to talk about it, but I kind of like this place. Easy money. I've never seen so much copper thrown about. All these buildings, where I come from, you'd have to kill to get even half of this.
That's because the north. That's because the north sucks. He says to you.
You can call it that. I call the people from the south soft, and they get everything handed to them.
He looks at you and he says, "Well, at least we discovered what permanent dwelling is."
The earth is my dwelling. I walk upon it, and I call every place my home because I own this land.
He says, "That's a strange way to say homeless." As he looks at you, smiles.
I don't need a permanent home. You guys are too tied to your goods. He looks at. I'm assuming he's wearing some kind of gold chains or whatever he's got.
Yeah,
as a
he got a ring. Yeah,
they flash you in some way. He's like, we're not tied to such trivial things. I can't go to my. When I go to my death, I want stories to be told about me for generations to come. You can't bury me with enough gold.
I like that. I've never really. I mean, I always thought you Northerners were a bit too uptight myself. I mean, we're not the most loose people, but you guys take it to the extreme.
This is a hard place to live. You're right. Maybe I was a little defensive, but
you think? Well, I was wrong too. You know what? I was. You know what? I judged you, man. Let's call it a spade a spade. Let's call it even.
Well, let's break bread. That's what brothers do. And perfect timing. The food comes.
Perfect timing. Half the meal comes. So you get
half.
That'd be a quarter then, whole leg, because you get your drink and he gets a sausage, and says, "Yeah, the rest will come out eventually. Just a little slow in there."
This place is pretty nice. He looks over. I imagine like we're kind of sketchy looking compared to the rest.
You guys are
of the
extremely sketchy looking. I mean, everybody else is day laborers, right? So they look like really work clothes, like like in a comparison would be like they have on like Dickies and Carhartt. You guys have on like fucking
when
really
he
dirty,
when he looks at
clothes.
people, do they turn away? Like
yes, they do. They look. They one. There's very few Northerners here in general. Two, that people are generally speaking afraid of Northerners because they have a terrible reputation.
Yeah.
3, you look particularly unscrupulous, so they look away from you as well.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know about this place. It's nice.
And you have a weapon. Too.
Weapon, armor,
Yep.
dirty as hell.
A brigand.
Yeah. He just looks at the place. I don't know. This kind of luxury will make you soft, Okoye. You should have stuck to the greasy seal. It's a bit more my speed.
And I'm tired of getting spit in my food, to be honest with you. Fuck that. It might be a little slow, but at least I'm not tasting spit every time I eat something.
Spit? I thought that was special flavoring.
Yeah, you Northerners really need to get out more. You really need to get out more. And at that time, the rest of your food comes about 40 minutes later. But it is a nice bread. I mean, it's the sausage is fresh. The bread is crusted.
Gon's story has definitely changed. He's like, you know what? This place isn't so fucking bad. As he snaps into a giant sausage, he's chugging back a beer. He's like, this is not.
It's not day old at all. It's fresh.
Maybe I had you Southerners wrong. This is good. He's like wiping the grease in the beer foam from his mustache.
And it's nice, fresh, crusted bread. It's not day old. It's not hard as a rock. Not hard as a tack like you get the filthy seal. Because they're not known for their food. The Whitney Hawk is definitely known to have nice hearty food. This is way better than the fucking gruel and hard sausage and.
He still eats like a pure savage, like a prisoner. He's got his arm like over it. He's kind of hunched over, just shoveling it. Like,
and he says, "Damn, man! Listen, they have more. You hungry? You want some more?" And he looks at you.
I'll take yours, and he'll take a fork and jack a sausage off his plate.
He says, "Sure, yeah, dude, you can eat up, man. You're big as hell." He like cause like he's eating like normal, like it's not like perfect, but he like 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 this, and he's eating like this. It's like fucking Major Payne when he's fucking eating shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? He's fucking eating like,
and then he slowly peels the cupcake.
Yeah.
2 bites it.
No, Gon's a straight savage. He's like got the bread, sopping up the bit, licks it.
Yeah.
Big belch after he chugs back the beer.
And she says, "Wow, you have a big appetite. You full?"
Yeah, I got an appetite for something else. And he just looks her up and down.
She looks at it and says, "You're just like a koye." That'll be, and she says, "That'll be 10 copper pieces." And she turns to a koye and he says, "Yeah, figured stake out, but we pull this off. We'll make out like bandits." He slaps down the 10 copper pieces and says, "I think you better go before she calls the guards."
Let's get to it. He'll get up, push back the table, stands up, and walks out, bowing underneath the door frame. He's got his hand on the hilt of his new sword at all times.
Right. And you head. So I see. Where would you like to go? Okay.
I think we head back to the southeast area near the docks by the beaches. I don't know what kind of area. So would we be able to get on a roof or on some kind of place where we can get a vantage point?
You would know that there is. So I need to probably draw this on the map here so you can kind of get the frame of reference here. Okay, so right here, right? So past the guard tower here is the docks, right? So let's move over to the docks. That's probably here, right? So it is in this direction. Hold on, why I can't aim for shit. It's in this direction over here.
Okay.
It is once the cobblestone ends, there's like about 100 feet of beach, and then forest. So you could probably get on top of one of these buildings here, but you wouldn't get a very good vantage point.
Okay.
Because of the beach separating the cobblestone, the city from the forest.
That's okay. I think the primary thing we want to count the numbers coming in and out of the city.
You can definitely do that on top or just beside a building because there is no trees between the forest and the city.
Yeah.
There's just space.
Whatever's a reasonable without.
Yeah.
You
can get beside you can get beside a building, and I have you roll at that time, but it's definitely at night. It's around 2 p.m.
Okay. Yeah. If we need to take shifts or whatever, but he'll let Akoya know. Don't engage. We need information. If it's
I'm not fighting unless I have to.
Good man. I think we just need to know how many people there are. Is there like any rhyme or reason? Like, is it timed? What kind of gear do they have? And what directions do they head? Because if we can kind of figure this out over the next day or two, we take them out one by one. Or at least we capture one and get some information. What do you think?
I'm not sure we can capture them. The boss captured one the other week, and they're insane. They weren't even saying words. They were just like.
So that time we've got to kill him. That's fine.
I say we kill him, send him home in a body bag.
That's fine. Their heads are worth 100 copper. I can do a lot with that. Uh,
Nuts.
well, let's play it safe. Disengage if you get caught alone. If the numbers exceed our own, disengage. Only fight when we have the advantage. I'm not here to be a
To
hero.
die?
Yeah, I'm here to make
Right.
money.
Hey, listen. I'm the same way. I'm not dying for this. I'm here to use this to make money so I can get my horse.
All right. Well, then I'll take first watch.
All right. And with that, the first watch will cut over to Iseem. As you wake up 2 hours later, you hear water splash on your face.
Opens his eyes, blinks, kind of shakes his head to get that like headache to
That
try
was
to
some
subside.
good shit, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We do
Sorry.
this shit every day.
What time is it? He starts rubbing.
It's
rubbing
about
the eyes,
4
like-
p.m.
4 p.m. Oh, well, we still have plenty of time then. Nightfall is. What time's nightfall around here? 7, 8?
About 5:30.
Oh. Okay. Well, a little. Oh. Are you hungry? I'm hungry. You gonna pull a ration out and just kind of like absently start eating a ration as he's talking
And he
with
pulls
them?
out his own ration as well. He says, "That sounds like a great idea. I have tables over there. Let's go eat." And he points to a clear table beside him, and he motions you over as he sits down as well and begins to eat his ration.
So do you make that here? Here, I mean, in your shop.
You mean sashimi mushroom?
Well, yes.
I
And he's gonna
grow it
look
here.
around just like,
I make it here and I process it here.
so you're a tincturer, and is it just your own supply, or are you selling that as well?
Oh, I indeed sell minor tinctures and herbs. I tend to keep the drugs for myself, though, of course.
Good plan. Good plan.
Yes, I mean, I don't. Most people can't even afford the drugs that I have. I mean, Rocanut is quite expensive.
You have Rocanut. Do I know anything about Rocanut?
I would say no.
Rocanut. What is Rocanut?
Rocanut is above table is like cocaine. Very
No,
confusing.
I know.
No,
I said,
I'm
we've gone
saying
through. I say we've gone through that.
Oh,
one
we
before.
have.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
it. I even got it in my
Yes.
my herbalist journal.
I forgot. I told you I got it. Yes. So
You're good.
So yes, he says Rocanut, for those forgotten as well too, you kind of go over lightly. It says it's a nut that has almost like a coconut like husk around it, and that is what is used to actually get high. They dry it out, roll it up, and smoke it. The husk of it. So so he looks at you and he says, yes, it's that, and it's quite expensive, honestly. It's not very cheap.
Interesting. I've never heard of that one. That one.
That's because you're
But-
broke.
I am. I need to definitely make some money. So I probably should. And I'm kind of thinking like the convert in my head. You tell me, but I'm like, he would probably sit there till around like 5 o'clock, just
Okay.
kind of eating and like chit chatting, right? Like just that idle chit chat.
Yeah. He's just getting high. He's like
Yeah.
in his. It seems like a crazy amount. Like every other like meal, he's just like snorting sashimi mushroom. Just literally just snorting at lines after line after line after line after line. And he's like literally.
I see him in the back of his head going, "This guy's gonna kill himself."
Yeah, this guy is high. Yeah.
So about 5 o'clock, he will. Well, I think I might need to get to work so I can at least take a look and stake out. If you don't, one quick question here before I go out. When these children have raided, what is it that they normally come to take?
Sashimi mushroom.
Not anything on the shelves, but your private supply.
Yeah, I just kind of Sometimes I pass out and I wake up and some of it's gone.
This man's got a problem.
Okay, then I will keep watch. We'll see
Fuck
where
yeah!
goes tonight, and we'll talk again. I think in the morning, and
Okay.
he'll seeing him get like just fucking lit constantly. I will try to like take enough of it and put it back into like the box that he has, and
Yeah.
put the box back underneath the counter.
Right. So
Back in where he got it from.
yeah, because so you see him lean back and pass out on the ground behind his desk with this open fucking container of just sashimi mushroom, fucking
And so
fully
he'll
processed.
pack it up, put it away, put it back under the counter. He'll like walk out to the front, kind of look, take the club and just sort of set that up against his leg and just lean up against the outside of the building.
You
and
see,
just essentially,
yeah,
he wants to just at that point just watch what's going on in the city.
absolutely. And as you do so, you see a group of kids, kind of come ages from maybe like 7 to maybe like 12, just walk up and say, "Excuse me, we're gonna get some sashimi mushrooms." This guy passes out and gets all the time. Are you like, can you move so we can get some? In a way.
Well, I can't. He's you see, he's hired me to ensure that he does not get things stolen from him anymore, as drugs are a bit expensive.
Roll a charisma check at advantage. If you're an entertainer.
17.
All right. This kid has a plus 2 to this, the one talking. All right, so he looks at you and he says, "Well, normally I'd shake you in the liver, but you seem okay for an adult. All right, listen. Now, I'll cut you a deal. Tomorrow we'll come back here, and if you don't give me the sashimi mushrooms, I'll shank you in the fucking stomach. You hear me?" This kid is about 10 years old.
And what's this deal? That doesn't sound like a deal. That sounds like a threat. And you really want to threaten me? And
he smiles. And this kid, you ever seen what's that movie with Little Z in it? City of Angels?
Yeah.
Yes. This kid is about the same age as Little Z.
Yeah.
Heart of a Lion. This guy seems like he is a screw loose. And he looks at you and he says, "I'll shank you right in the fucking liver. Don't fuck with me."
Threats? You really want to throw out threats? You really think that's a good idea? And he's going to take the club and intentionally attempt to miss, but swing it right down next to the kid's head and hit the ground.
Roll initiative.
Hopefully that wasn't the wrong move.
It don't matter.
Should have gone for the head.
It's done.
The bite. Nope.
Oh no! Hey,
There we
it's good.
go.
Hey, all right. So you won the initiative. There is 4 kids here. The one that's talking is 10. The one behind him is a girl. So the kid talking is a Southerner. He's about 10. The one behind him is a Easterner. She's about 12. She's actually shorter than him. And then there's a couple feet behind them that are also Southerners as well. They're about 7 and I say like 7 to 8. They're both 7 to 8, around that age.
Okay. And then, so if it's his turn, he will pull the club. He'll back up so he's not against the wall, so he has that little loop around the edge of the building, and he'll say, and he'll see like the fury start to build up in his eyes, and then he starts to try to take a breath because he's in the past tried with what's happened. He's going to try to control it, so he's going to go, "I don't want to have to get angry with you."
Roll me a charisma check. It's still flat.
Okay. 14.
There's a plus 2 to this.
Woo!
He looks at you and he says, "Just because you're tall doesn't mean you don't have a bigger liver. Oh, we all have one liver. I'll shank you all the same." And he has a dagger in his hand. He looks pretty serious. "What shall you do, sir?"
Well, at that, I think he would, because the kid's not backing down. He would just step forward. He's gonna step forward and swing at him.
All right, you give me an attack.
Ooh.
And that is 10 over because his AC is 10, so that's 10 over. So that's a critical hit. Give me a 2d4.
Okay. 1, 2, 4.
All right, how do you do it?
Just like the club,
just
one-handed, just 100%. Like without even thinking, just the anger wells up. The anger wells up. You see the arm flex. He pulls the club back and just one-handed like aims right for the center of his nose and just wow, right in the center of his face.
Collapses on the ground and crumbles and begins to shake violently as he chokes on his blood and dies.
And you just see him.
The other kids are attempting to run. Do you attempt to chase after them?
No, they weren't talking. He'll just look at them, and he'll just scream out, "If you think of coming back, don't!" And then he'll basically pick the kid up and carry him inside.
This ain't Skyrim, kids.
Yeah, that's
kids get fucked up if they say some stuff.
Downside to his vice being aggressive with
Asim, you gain 1,000 experience points. Because that could 100% kill the shit out of you. Being said, above table, guys, anybody's watching, Dithra is a real place, guys. This is a real dark place.
You get that bonus XP for achievement unlocked. Killing your child.
Guys, so if anybody's watching like that, for frame of references, most bandits, and I'll say this as well, most bandits in the medieval ages were under the age of 13. That's just a realistic thing. Dithra is a very hard and brutal place. It isn't kill the kid show, but it also isn't shy away from harsh realities of really dark places. So, yeah, this is, the Wild Wild West, man. Legit. So, I think you do gain 1,000 experience points. Because you straight up could have died. They were going to shrink the shit out of you. At least he was. At least he was. So you pulled out.
I have a feeling, the other ones when the club hit and he just fucking crumpled, were like,
yeah, they're like, this isn't the problem, and that I want to have right now. But you killed the kid, you bring him inside. What do? Your boss, Don, is still passed out in a drug-like stupor.
So I'm gonna search for, because I don't know. I'm new here, so I'm not exactly sure what to do at this moment. So what he's going to attempt to do is find like a towel or a rag or something that he can just cover the wound with to help soak the blood up. Mm-hmm. And then essentially for now, stash the kid behind the counter.
Okay. So you put him beside your boss.
Essentially, yeah. But I trying to not, because if it's nighttime, like it should be closed, right? Like the whole idea is so just from his standpoint, like he got aggressive and all of a sudden he's coming back down and going in his head. He's thinking, "Oh shit, this is why I'm here. This is why I was getting sent here, and I just did it again. Except my boss sort of told me to. So I'm gonna make sure he knows what is happening and then figure this out after the fact."
That makes sense. So I'll say this: a couple hours pass, nothing else happens. Your boss wakes up slowly, looks over his shoulder, and sees a dead kid with a thing around his face, and say, "I guess he's not having a good day."
No, him and 3 others were the ones robbing you.
This
you.
Fucking kid! He was robbing me, eh?
He was. But I don't think that you're gonna have a problem with at least that group anymore.
He hands you 25 copper pieces. Job well done. Fuck those kids. Fuck them.
Jane is more evil than Rodrigo.
Yeah. What should I do with the body though?
He looks at you and he smiles and says, "I could use them to grow more mushrooms."
Well then, that sounds good to me.
And he
But
takes the body and he says, I'll dispose of it. I'll dispose of it. And he takes the body and takes it back and he shows you, come follow me. Let me show you where the gold is. And he's like walking away, smiling. Dun, 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 dun,
They'll
dun.
follow him.
That's fucking creepy. Hopefully
And
he's not doing anything to that body before.
No.
Some John Wayne Gacy fucking bullshit.
Holy,
It puts the lotion on its skin.
holy.
He puts them where the
So
other kids are. It's like, oh
so
no.
as you get back in the area, and he says, "This is where I grow my mushrooms," and you see that there are planter boxes, and in these boxes there appear to be corpses.
Lots, like a bunch of them.
At least 10.
Oh my. I take it corpses tend to grow the best. I've never been much of a
Herbalist, eh?
no, never, not terribly. This is how Tashimi is grown.
He looks and he says, "The best is grown this way. The inferior product they just grow in really damp and moist ground, but those that can find a corpse to feed the mushroom tend to grow the best and be the most potent."
I feel like I haven't known you long enough to ask this question, but I'm going to anyway. I know where you've gotten this corpse, but how do you get the rest of them?
Oh yes, of course. Well, a little bit of grave robbing here and there. Also as well, people die and then bodies get missing and things like that. I also brought a couple bodies as well. People tended to pay me to dispose of corpses. That's a secret. Don't share that with anyone.
Not a problem. Your secret is safe with me.
Yay! He claps. This guy seems to be a little loose on some screws.
Little off kilter.
Little loose on some screws here.
Yeah.
You want to do some sashimi? I got some right here.
No, if I go too hard, I've found that it makes my fingers go numb. Makes it hard to play guitar.
Oh, this is so good. It's so good.
My precious.
His guy here is extremely high. Again.
Yeah. Already.
Yes.
Well, maybe you should just take it. Well, you go ahead and sleep it off, and I will come back in the morning. How does that sound?
Oh yes.
'Cause
Yes.
It's been a very long day. I haven't slept much.
Of course. And as he leans away, he attempts to pull you in close and says, "Don't fuck me, or I'll fuck your skull." And he backs away and laughs, and passes out in a high like stupor.
Oh my! And he like turns and sort of just starts to slowly like trying not to make noise because he does after hearing that piece, not to wake him up, will start to walk out the door, just taking the club with him.
He had the club with me too.
Taking the club like literally just up on the shoulder, like almost hugging it, like holy fuck.
And with that, we're gonna cut over to Gone after some strange events have unfolded. All right.
That's one way to say it.
All right. So that being said, Gone. Night is falling. It's about 6-7 p.m. right now. You're trying to take watches over here. Give me a D20 call high or low for the first 2 hours.
I'm gonna go high.
What'd you?
I got a 2.
Right. They don't show up in the first 2 hours. Let's roll. And Okoye's gonna be like, I got the next shift. And I'm gonna call. He's gonna go, I call high. And as you're kind of resting your eyes a little bit, trying not to recuperate some energy, Okoye's gonna be like, psst, psst.
What is it?
Hey, Gone.
What
Hey,
is
look. And you see, coming out of the beach, there are 5 clown-like people shambling from the forest, almost like zombies above tables, like zombies, just shambling from the forest.
Are they
And
armed?
unison. Yes, you see that each of them have like a dagger or a blade of some kind, right? But what is noticeable is that they're all moving in perfect unison,
Hmm.
absolute perfect unison. It isn't like kind of off. It looks uncanny, like unnatural, because people don't move like that. And how they move their arms and their limbs seem almost like they shouldn't move that way. And you see them kind of shamble, almost like a puppet.
Gon looks to Okoye and he's like, have you ever seen anything like that? I don't understand. Why do they
I've
move like that?
I've heard they're a little crazy, but I've never actually seen one actually in action before, honestly.
You never seen that? That looks like a sickness.
No, I've never seen it before. I mean, I've seen them when they're captured, but I didn't see them move. Beats me. Do you know of anything that can do that? You don't.
No. It looks as if it's magic or some kind of curse. Very
Could it
strange.
be some kind of shard or something like that?
That I do not know. We'd have to consult. Do you know anybody in town who would know? Any wise
And we got
person
some
or elder?
connections. And we got some connection to the ministry. One of them gives the Tashimi from us. Ask him.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on them though. Where are they headed? Like as they do this
You see,
weird
okay,
march?
so that's kind of what you see that it happens immediately. So as they walk, they each kind of spread out and kind of almost like on lines as they go into the city. And this part probably is the most like shocking to you. You see them, like some of them, like kind of bump into buildings, right? Because they're just walking in a straight line. You see them begin to almost like Spider-Man, just climb up straight up, like straight 90-degree angle wall with no like grips at all. And what is insane is that they are continuing to move in perfect unison, matching the steps of those that are walking that are also not on walls either.
Weird.
So if this guy's doing this, the guy who's walking taking a step, and it's in perfect unison every single time.
Gon will look. Are you seeing what the hell I'm seeing? What is this?
I've never seen this before. This is quite strange.
Let's see if we can cut one of them off.
Okay.
Let's isolate one.
I mean, they're about right now, I'd say about 100 feet apart from each other, so it wouldn't be particularly difficult to do so. Are you trying to tell me how you're trying to do this though?
So I'm assuming, so they walk in a straight line in unison. They kind of fan out. Seeing them fan out, Gon would want to corner one. Maybe they're walking and just blitz him with a Okoye. Just as he walks through an alley or something. The intention is to swiftly kill him, not ask questions, nothing.
Right.
They want that copper.
Give me a stealth check to see how quietly you move up to them and get that triggers in combat.
Can I use inspiration?
You definitely can. You have it, absolutely. And he'll just that's not a critical though, but that is very good. Okay, that is no good. So Okoye, actually, this is not a success. All right, so roll a d20 called Harlow.
Okay.
And you'll be the deciding vote.
Hi.
All right. Your stealth is enough to mask his steps, Okoye's steps. As you approach quickly, I'll allow you to roll initiative with advantage.
2d6.
2d6. All right. You go first.
You got it on both of them.
Yeah.
You're about 20 feet away from this creature.
So seeing him as they fan out, one's climbing up a wall, another one's walking into whatever. He sees this one. He sees his moment. He dashes forward, drawing his sword, keeping it low, gripped in two hands. And as he maybe walks in between two buildings, just slams it into the side of his body, just trying to cut him in half by surprise.
All right. You have advantage because he did not detect he's not aware of your presence at this point, especially with your 20. So give me an attack roll at advantage. 15 does hit. Roll me an attack and roll me damage, but all right. And Okoye is gonna rush up over here, flanking with you, attacking with his spear, which I believe is a D8, like 90% sure it's D8. It's a plus 3 to this. Oh, it's not a crit though. And he's gonna do. And as he strikes, as you cut down, you cut deeply, he strikes, stabbing through the head of this creature. The creature collapses. And as it collapses, its arm flailed violently. Not in like a death knell, but almost as if something severed inside of it. And then it continues to claw and grab at the spear of Okoye as a spearhead is through his head, skull. You've seen people die before. You've never seen anybody with a spear through their head continually try to remove the spear from their head as this creature begins to slowly but surely stop moving and then collapse.
Yeah, Gon would pull back, kind of gasping, like, what the hell? And then as it collapses, he's going to another blow to sever its head, just separating from its body and kicking its body aside, and then jumps kind of backwards. Like, have you ever seen such a thing? I've never seen that in all of my battles. What was that?
Give me a D20. Go high or low.
High.
You see the body begin to twitch, but after a couple of twitches, it stops moving.
All right, Okoye. I think we should turn this in and let's talk to that friend of yours. I've never seen something. I don't get a good feeling about this.
Okoye takes his spear out of and removes the jester mask from the Nair gang member, and on the face of this creature or this person, is a smile, like a Alice in Wonderland Cheshire Cat smile. Humans' smiles are not naturally that wide.
He looks at him just kind of with a disgusted look on his face, and he's like, something strange about this. Something fell. I believe there must be some type of curse. Who did you say was this person about the shards?
Oh yes, this is Minister Tsuya.
Tsuya.
I'll put it in chat. Yeah, she. I see the she actually. I'll let us see her.
Attack. Nare. Acting creepy. Sorry, I'm making notes.
You're good.
Yeah, I fear this is something more than just a gang of menacing fools. Whatever this is, it seems to be a curse, and it's beyond what mortals can do. You saw its body. He lived when he should have been killed instantly.
I've never seen anything like for my life. I mean, he tried to rip the spear out of his head. It was in his head. It was through his brain. Yeah, you've never seen somebody with a 6-inch spear blade and continue to move afterwards.
Gon will grasp the head from both sides and yank it off of the spearhead. He'll toss it into his sack. But first he's going to kind of wrap it up in the clothes of like the shirt or something of this dead body. And he's like, let's be off. I don't want to draw any attention to this body. Let's get out of here before anyone sees us.
You gain 250 experience points.
Cool.
And as you take the body over here, do you continue to look at these Nair gangling members as they walk, or you just turn around and leave?
I think after we surprise attack this guy, see what the fuck it just did, kind of crawling after life, and we had it. Gon is on a mission to get the hell out of here. Self-preservation. As a northerner, he is superstitious about magics. He does not trust it, and he does not understand it, and so yeah, he wants to be away from it. Yeah, he said, "Fuck this shit out."
All right, makes sense. All right, you make it back to Rodrigo, and as you make it back, you have the body of this gang member, and Rodrigo is still awake. Obviously, he probably just woke up, honestly. And he says, "Ah, I see you kill one of those damn clowns, huh? Weird, aren't they?"
Yeah, he'll toss the head on the ground. You hear a wet sop as it bounces and goes. He's like, "You did not tell me this was a curse. Have you seen these things?" And Gon's kind of pissed off at this point.
I've killed one or two.
Have you seen them when they leave the forest? Have you seen them cling to the walls as if magic or some type of creature possessed them?
He said cling to the wall. They got a weird smile. I've never seen them cling to a wall. Like a spider?
Like a spider. They moved in unison as if possessed. They fanned out, and as they walked in perfect step with one another, even buildings and other obstacles did not stop them. They climbed it as if gravity meant nothing. And then after we killed one, Okoye stuck his spear straight through his head, and for almost 30 seconds after, he tried to claw his way. I've never seen a mortal do that.
I thought it was a weird one, but it did try to fight back after I stabbed it through the head, or underneath the chin. Sorry, shiv through the shiv underneath the chin usually does the trick, but I've never seen anybody actually move after that. I thought it was some kind of strange incident or whatever.
This was the cleanest kill I've ever seen. Spear straight to the side of the head. Sword in its body. He should have died and bled out within moments, but Rodrigo, this is more. Is there more? Who's paying this gold? Is this just you?
Oh yeah, this is I'm trying to get rid of the competition. And he would hand you, and he would hand her just splitting it 50-50, so he would hand you 50 copper, and he and another 50 copper. Yep. And that also translates into experience points, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So he hands you both, and Okoye's like, I could use to killing these guys. And he says, if what you say is true, we need to learn more about this, because I thought they were just a gang trying to push in our territory. I know there was some weird shard shit.
Yeah.
As he looks at you.
He's like, I'm concerned about that too. This is magic. Perhaps shards. We're gonna investigate and ask about this with Minster Tosiao. Do you know anybody else in town who might have more knowledge?
Well, I do, but they probably won't talk to you. Tosoya is probably the only one that actually will speak to you, because she gets her sashimi from us. Everyone else will probably think you're a fucking brigand and not talk to you.
It's a start. We'll bring more heads, but this is far more dangerous than just a couple of gang members. I'll say that.
He looks at you and nods and says, I agree. Listen, I don't have no problem doing dirt and putting somebody in the dirt, but shard shit, we've got to bring in somebody else for this. The guards or something. They, if we can prove it's some kind of bearer or something like that, we leave that to the guards.
What do you know about Rashid the Red Bandit? Are there any rumors about this one?
I don't know too much about him. He doesn't interfere with my business at all. He fucked with the farmers out there, but it's not. They don't affect my product at all. They don't buy from me usually either. I deal in flesh and drugs, and goblins don't particularly use drugs, so I don't really have to worry about them at all.
He looks to Rodrigo and just says, "Hey, I'm not going to be able to do my shift in the back tonight. I
Oh
need
no, that's you don't. That's not your job anymore.
good. I need to clean up before I talk to this minster." And he'll head
Um,
back into the kind of whatever common rooms areas to get cleaned up.
All right, and with that, we'll cut over to Asim. So you're heading over to the Windy Hawk, I presume.
No, actually, I think he would head over to the Filthy Seal at that point.
Okay, all right.
Honestly, because I don't think
It
he'd
makes
know
sense.
about the Windy
It's your
Hawk.
character.
Yeah.
It's your character, dude. So you head over to the Filthy Seal.
Mhm.
You see that there are actually just one guard in front. He looks at you up and down. Give me a 2d6.
Okay.
He
5.
looks he looks at you and he says, "Who the fuck are you?"
Name's Asim. Sorry.
Why are you here?
The name is Asim. I'm here to get a drink.
Okay. Just be careful. The boss isn't in a good mood. Welcome to the Filthy Seal.
Is the boss the bartender?
Fuck no.
Then what do I care? And he'll walk in, start looking for the bar.
You said about the bar there. You see that there are a variety of men and women, in very scantily clad clothes. So they definitely sell flesh of male and female variety.
I could get used to the view in here. Just looking around.
And he
walks up to the bar.
Okay, you see that there is a female bartender here. She is actually a southerner. No. That's the west. She's actually a easterner, and you see that she has short black hair. She's covered in tattoos, and she says, "How can I help you?"
Just looking to get to mead, ale,
Okay.
something with a little alcohol to wet my whistle.
She looks you up and down and says, "Rub me a TD6."
Excuse me. Ooh.
She looks you up and down and she says, "Are you looking for anything else?" And she kind of hands you this drink over here, and she kind of leans forward in a very provocative manner.
I'll sort of eyeball it a little bit, as I read something really fast to make sure I'm not crazy. Okay. Yeah, just kind of eyeball it for a second and go, I'll start with the drink.
It says,
We'll
this
see
one's
what
in the
happens.
house. And she kind of hands you the drink and pushes it over to you. And this one looks like a very nice, lean. This meat only got cut 3 times. So.
I appreciate it. And he'll kind of keep giving that, like, look back because he's still just sort of eyeballing the place to get a feel for it.
Make sure you're not getting stabbed in the fucking liver.
Yeah, especially after what just happened.
That just happened. Yeah. All right, so
start.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you're looking around here. Give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
All right, with your 6 in intelligence, your 6 intelligence check. This place over here, there's a lot going on. This place is packed. You hear whispers and sounds of people pissed off. There is a morbidly obese Eastern over there in a corner. You definitely think he's either the leader or the boss. He's covered in light tattoos, nice mustache, bald, and he looks pissed. And he's yelling, "How the fuck should I know? They're fucking shard people. I don't fucking know. I thought they were just fucking gang members." He looks pissed.
He'll take the drink, kind of down the drink and kind of lean back, look back at the bartender, and kind of shake the glass for a second, see if she'll come over.
She's right there immediately.
Oh.
She says, yeah. Right?
Uh, what? Sorry, ma'am. What is your name?
You can call me Sandra.
Sandra. That's a beautiful name. Uh,
I'm a
the
beautiful
man,
lady, I've heard.
the man in the corner.
Yes.
What is it that he is going on about? Something about just people in Joker masks or something.
Oh, yeah. You must be new here.
I am, yes.
Are you the ones that came in very fast on the beach this morning?
That would be absolutely.
Wow, I heard you guys are some kind of magical people. Okay, um, there's a gang of clowns. They call them the Nari, and they go around just killing people, men, women, and child, indiscriminately. And the boss is mad because they're killing customers and also disrupting his ability to make money. Because people don't want to come out at night because they're scared they're gonna die. So they're pushing
But
in his
isn't it
territory.
always been said that the freaks come out at night?
Well, I've never
Is
seen
that
a
what they
freak
are?
climb a wall. It said that they could climb walls or something like that. I heard Gon talk about it. He's kind of new too, but between you and me, he kind of smells.
What? He must be a northerner or something.
Yeah, they don't bathe very often. I've heard.
I've kind
Lack
of
of water.
occasionally I've heard that too. I don't know. I haven't seen a whole lot of northerners in my time.
Yeah, they just go around and just go playing with their walls. I heard they make wars with wolves and humans. Strange folk. I've heard, but you didn't hear that from me. She's cleaning her glass.
I have a feeling there's a few other things I'd actually like to hear from you. And he'll just like kind of grab her hand to bring her around the bar. Bring another drink with you, would you? And
Give me a charisma check at advantage.
okay. 12.
That'll work. You kind of grabbed a little too tight, and she kind of smiled, kind of pushed you back a little bit. She says, "Okay, I'm coming," and she grabbed a drink. With a smile, she poured herself a drink as well too. Thrice cut mead, very loose mead. It's not a very strong mead at all.
Yeah.
And she goes over and says, "What would you like to talk about?"
He's gonna try to lead her closer to was it Rodrigo is his name?
Rodrigo,
I don't know that
Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
right.
just to try to overhear the conversation a little more, but without being too suspicious. Like I guess he's gonna try to
Give me a
if
stealth
there's like
check.
yeah,
give me a dex check because it's not like you're trying to move in a very inconspicuous manner closer to hear information.
9.
All right, as you move closer over here, she actually pulls you closer and says, "I don't think the boss would like somebody eavesdropping on this conversation. But if you're trying to learn something or know something, I know a lot of things." She smiled at you in a very provocative manner.
He'll kind of take that deep breath, look at her. You know any other ways to make money in this town besides, the oldest profession in the book? I prefer not to do that. I have no problem paying for that. But I do have a few other talents.
Yes. What are you good at exactly?
Well, I've always been a performer of sorts. Guitar was the main one, but little singing, dancing. I also had a little fun with some artistry with a bow and arrow.
Well, she pulls out 2 copper pieces between her chest and puts them on the table and hands them. And says, "Why don't you play me a song then?"
Do you happen to have an instrument, preferably something with strings?
She says, "Hey, does anybody have a string instrument?" And you see that a dude just says, a dude comes up to you. This man he's also Eastern as well too, covered in tattoos. He says, "Yeah, somebody was late on some money, so they gave me their roll a d6."
Okay. 4.
they gave me their sitar, so here.
Ding 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 ding.
So you get a sitar.
Woohoo.
You can
Okay.
borrow this for now.
And he'll sit down and he'll start just trying to kind of pluck it to tune it a little bit, not knowing if it's tuned. And then he'll just start playing like this sort of, I guess, Middle Eastern ish, but a little bit heavier, like because of the piercings and stuff. It almost has like a rock backbeat to it.
Give me, because you're an entertainer, give me a charisma check at advantage. You get a +2 to this roll.
All right. 1, 2, 8, 20 total.
All right. It's not a critical success, but it is good. So as you begin to play, you see even Rodrigo and his crew and everybody else kind of turned and looks as you're playing, like, basically what I can only imagine is like As My Guitar Weeps, but like with a Middle Eastern style. That's a little bit I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna sing a song. But yes, but yeah, so your playing is really like melodic, Middle Eastern infused, basic sitar solo, and everybody's kind of a couple tears fall with thug tears, and people come up to you and begin to drop off a few coins. So, and also don't forget that any gold, any money you get is experience points.
Yep.
So they hand you get 9 copper pieces.
Cool.
I wrote extremely well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a rough one.
Rough one. But you get 9 copper pieces they give you. And
everybody that like kind of sets it down, he will, as he's playing, back straight, still playable, give him the nod and the smile, and because he's getting that point, he's with him getting some of that attention, like the little bit of aggressive nature starts to kind of drop, and he really starts to get into it. And
give me a 4d6.
4d6. Bang.
All right. Oh, a 9. Oh, Lee. Wow. Rodrigo says, hey, nice playing, not tonight. Shut that shit up. Can't focus with fucking I can't fucking focus.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought people would enjoy
What's your
my
name?
talent.
What's your name?
Asim.
Damn Southerner, damn weird names. I'm Rodrigo. And we're the Filthy Children. Pleasure to meet you. You some
Pleasure
kind
to
of
meet
bard
you
or
as well.
something?
I'm an entertainer. Yes.
Oh.
Just off the boat today. Somebody said you have heard the boat that came in a little quick.
That was you?
That was me.
Wow. I'm surprised you live. I heard that boat was going as fast as the wind.
Yeah, my cheeks hurt a little bit when I got off of that one. It blew him back a little bit, but I made it here okay, unscathed for the most part.
Well, I could use some ambiance. It's not tonight. I'm not with it tonight, but come back tomorrow night if you're trying to earn some coin. I could use an entertainer. Also, roll a charisma check.
Okay. Good roll.
You see he quickly attempts to grab your cheek. Do you let him?
I think he would, yeah.
And he does like this, as if he's almost expecting you, like inspecting you. He says, you have a pretty face. If you're looking to make some more money, we also sell flush as well. And he kind of says, but if not, come back tomorrow. Entertainment is very valuable to me. And you see, he goes back down in this section very slowly because he is morbidly obese.
Yeah. I appreciate it. I will definitely. And he'll walk. I'm gonna walk back up to Sandra and like kind of put my hand out to her. And
she smiles and says, she doesn't take hand. She smiles and says, why don't you come back tomorrow, and we'll get to know it a little bit better. I think the boss decided that it's your time to go, sunshine.
So, are you saying that you're just the bartender then?
She smiles. I know a little bit of everything. I am a little bit of everything. I'm a bartender now, but I could be many things. She said that in a very provocative manner.
And he'll kind of do the little head nod. You know, the head.
Yes, I know you're talking about. Yes,
And,
the
yeah,
classic,
and there you go. Fade to black on there.
yeah, the classic like.
Yep.
As
And then at that point, it's been probably I'm assuming a really long day for him. So he's gonna do his thing and whatever I got to roll, and then probably pass the hell out.
Strength con,
Strength.
and strength and con. I mean strength and con, and no D100. You know there.
Horrible and horrible.
You know what? It's been a while. Kind of weak from lack of nourishment and water, being on the boat for a couple days. You don't have your strength back, but no D100. And what you learn is that she's actually extremely selective. So you were probably first in a very long time, so you don't have to worry about actually any venereal disease or anything like that. So you look out. But she looks well. Let's see. Let's roll her. She gets a +3 to these things. No, actually, she's a +5 to these things. Actually,
I would imagine.
Okay, she lasts long, which isn't the best thing you ever had. But then again, you weren't the best thing she ever had either. So
Yeah.
I guess you win some, you lose some. I guess.
Yep.
You pass out there, and you can long rest now, and you can level up to level 2.
Yeah.
I hit level 3.
There you go. And you can hit level 3 as well. Also, at every 3 levels, don't forget, you can indeed increase. You can increase one of your professions, or choose to gain a new profession in addition to the other ones.
Every level.
Every 3 level, three level.
Sorry, I was like, wait, I was missing that guy because I was looking at this. I was like, wait, what? That's insane.
No, every 3 levels.
I think what makes sense is that probably at this point he's going to pick up a level of outlaw. He's been doing some nefarious situations.
I would agree with that. Outlaw makes the most sense to me. So I guess it's not anything. I guess you'd have to like sell the choice. I guess to anybody watching. Like, so if you wanted to kind of have a similar system, you can't just be like, yeah. So this works best for my character. Herbalism, outlaw. It can only be gone. So
that's all he's done so far.
Yeah, he literally got here the herbalist and then literally just became an outlaw.
I mean, he's been doing some herbalism.
Okay. To be fair, he has been producing coke. I mean, he's producing sashimi mushroom.
But I think he quit that job after a couple days. Now he's doing some hood rat shit.
Serious shit. He's set up bird motherfuckers now. Hey, is that better than your HP, Jay, or worse? Not worse.
It was better. It was better by 2.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's not bad.
That's a horrible 2d8 roll though.
Yeah.
Do strength, dex, whiz, and
3d8. I see it. Not bad.
It's better than what I had.
You had a 7, right?
Yeah.
Hey, okay. Not the greatest thing ever, but
I won't get one shot with most weapons.
One shot, unless they crit.
It's a D10 or a crit.
Yeah. Hey, but still though. There you go there. And it's being said, you guys have gained some levels of experience here. I would say this. I think this is a good spot to end it right here.
Yeah,
right here.
Our paths are so close to crossing.
Right.
I know.
Yeah. So I think we'll end it right here, guys. Remember, if you like it, like, comment, share, subscribe. We appreciate it. This is a whole new experience. It's a whole new style for me. And I'm trying to do it just as the best I can. So win, lose, or draw, I'm going to be me. So remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.
Keep on swimming, ladies, jellyfish.